and girls, children of all ages, we are here live for another episode of the Savage Circle. That noise in the background is the sound of food coming this way soon. That noise you just heard was food that just went down. We have a potluck podcast going on, and today's guests, as you can see, are Tommy Gibbons from Farewell. Okay, gotta make sure I said that the right way. I was questioning that at first, but from Farewell to Fear, you know what I mean? We got Tommy Gibbons, gotta say that with more certainty. So say it with your chest. And then we have Kyla McCall, resident artist, photographer, performer.
Yeah.
All round,
yeah. So we got a couple different spectrums here that we're going to be working with. Now, we got some people tuning in now. What up? How you doing? I'm going to be looking on my phone, so if I'm looking down, it's probably because we're trying to get this out to somebody. I also have to activate my free data bytes provided by Fido.
Yeah, well, first things first, since we're in Canada and he's in Arizona.
Okay.
Tommy, do you want to explain who you are, what you do, and what's going on?
So yeah, I'm from Phoenix, Arizona, and I'm a musician. I have 3 projects. I play guitar for Farewell to Fear. I also play guitar for Wade Coda, and I have my own solo project as well.
That's it. That's hype. That's so hype.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man. Okay.
Sorry,
So
guys.
don't worry, take your time. Okay, so yeah, you have 3 bands. How do you manage to balance all of that?
Well, for me, it's you know, I have a very good manager who kind of keeps me in check, so that helps. Shout out to my boy Nolan, MK Music, and I guess what I like to be busy, you know, and I love what I do. So, you know, juggling 3 bands, it's just exciting for me. I love it.
Awesome.
Well, you mentioned. Oh, go ahead, man.
Go ahead,
I was
man.
gonna say you mentioned you just did a video today.
Yeah, I just got done filming a new video. I can't go into too much detail yet. It's a lot of fun. It's gonna be a lot of fun. I think you guys are gonna like it.
What you need to do is follow one of the many links that we have for Tommy. If you want to keep up to what this man does, and he does a lot, and he's always interactive with everybody. I've been following him since about 2015. This guy's always active. Always.
Nice. Okay. Oh man, I'm trying to figure out. So we can't really talk too much about the video, but kind of makes you want to ask. What can you tell us without giving away too much detail? Sorry,
Especially with the.
Yeah, I gotta grab some of that.
All I can say is it's going to be a lot of fun, and you know, for me personally, it was a lot of fun to do because I got to kind of, I felt like a kid again. You know, I got to play some stuff that I haven't got to play in a while. So I just think people really like this one. You know, you just have to wait and see.
All right.
Oh, I'm looking forward to it for sure.
Oh, this man's a blast to watch. His social media is always going. He's always teasing something, or you should have saw him through the big WWE event.
Oh,
you should have followed him.
Okay.
Told ya.
As soon as they say WWE, I gotta start talking. Okay.
Go on.
Now, I have a few titles. Some of them I've designed, a couple I purchased. But are you still actively watching WWE?
Absolutely.
Like, are you following it? Okay, so who is your premier superstar right now? Like, who is
Drew McIntyre. Drew McIntyre, hands down.
Alright.
Psychopath.
I love Drew McIntyre.
Yeah.
Not for his skill.
His entrance. Yeah. You're great. His entrance theme is actually my ringtone. And I picked it before he became the champion. I was listening to, I don't know why, but bagpipes just strike me in a certain way when they're played properly.
Oh,
and
yeah.
Since then, I've just been following what he's been going on. So, but what do you think about Roman Reigns' heel turn?
Love it. I love it. I love the whole like head of the table. I love how he'll just snap out of nowhere too. Like Roman Reigns was supposed to turn heel a while ago, and this was perfect. You know, having Paul Heyman, having Uso with him, I love it. To me, you know, it's unfortunate because McIntyre's on Raw, and to me, Raw is a jumbled mess. where I feel like SmackDown has actually been pretty consistent. I mean, something that's been lacking WWE is continuity, but I feel like SmackDown has done a much better job with continuing storylines, where Raw has literally been seriously a jumbled mess.
Yes,
Like-
I agree with you. One more thing I want to ask you before I pass it over to somebody else. 'Cause we can't talk about wrestling all night, but we won't.
Why not, David?
Well, because then we're gonna get to the part that I have the universal title, and I didn't want to say it. So, what do you think about NXT?
I'm kind of, I don't know. I've always liked NXT. I think as a wrestling show, it's phenomenal. I mean, it's still hard for me to not consider it a developmental brand, though. I know, like, it's trying to be its own thing, but I still look at it as a developmental brand, and I don't know if that's just because that's what I'm used to, but I mean, what I don't like is I hate the fact that someone will get called up from NXT and then they get they just get buried. Like that to me kind of sucks.
Yeah. I'm surprised that it happens to the War Raiders or the Viking Raiders, War Raiders, whatever you want to call them. It almost happened to the Street Profits. So yeah, you're right. I think SmackDown's handling their characters better.
Much better. SmackDown lately has been far superior than Raw. Just with the continuing storylines, the matches are overall better. The show's just overall better. I think the biggest problem with Raw is because it's 3 hours. You're trying to cram a lot of stuff into 3 hours. I really feel like that was just a bad move.
Yeah, by the time 9:30, 10 o'clock gets there, I'm ready to sleep. So, all right. Well, this isn't about us and our fascination with sports entertainment. I just wanted to get
it to be that way.
No, we'll have.
Hey, whatever Tommy wants to talk about.
Right?
Yeah.
Exactly. I mean,
He wants to get away from the grind. Go ahead.
Okay.
I just got.
What are you fun for Arthur?
I'm still thinking, but I see a few that I like.
Okay, so who's the up and comer that we should be looking out for?
Like in NXT or in WWE?
Pardon?
In NXT or in WWE in the current main roster?
Like,
Or does it matter?
I consider them linear brands right now because, in my opinion, NXT probably has the best wrestling show.
Yeah, absolutely.
Overall show, SmackDown holds it down, with the scripts and everything, the storylines. But for wrestling and actually performing that aspect of sports entertainment, I think NXT definitely, Triple H knows what he's doing.
For sure.
And even NXT,
So up and comer. Who?
You thought the music question?
I'm really I really wish they'd do more with Keith Lee. God, he's so good. He's so good. He's just, they got to do more with him. In my opinion, how I would have booked it. I'm gonna do a little bit of fantasy booking here, if you don't mind.
let's go into it.
I wouldn't have put Keith Lee in the main event picture so soon. That's what hurt him right away. You put him in a storyline with convoluted storyline with Drew McIntyre, Orton, the thing that was stupid. I would have put him in with Bobby Lashley for that U.S. title run. I would eliminate Matt Riddle out of the picture right now because I would love to see Bobby Lashley, Keith Lee one-on-one. I want that. And you put the United States title on Keith Lee because Bobby Lashley's been looking unstoppable. So you have Keith Lee beat him, that makes him a big deal. So I would really love to see Keith Lee get a big push, but don't rush it. I think the problem is they brought him in, they kind of rushed it, then they pulled him back. Now they're, they kind of messed it up a little, but you can still, he's worth saving. Keith Lee's amazing. Now, if I can call somebody up from NXT, I'd call up Johnny Gargano. His heel work right now is amazing, and it's hilarious.
Bro, I literally, I physically have a problem when he's on the screen. I can't not dislike him. And that's what I like, when a character, they evoke that emotion out of you. It's a performance, but you're still so into it that you actually have genuine emotion towards that person.
For sure.
Yeah. Yeah, so let's talk about the music.
Yeah.
Let's talk about love the music. Bucket list.
No, I was just down in Arizona last year this time, almost about a week ago.
Okay.
And when I was with No Paradise and stuff, and they were saying they were having hard times finding venues within their area. What's the music scene like where you are then? Like,
That's a
when the world opens up and stuff, like, are you guys going to be doing some local shows and stuff, or are you just going full bore and going world tour, or you know?
Well, I could tell you personally, for me, first, number one thing for me is I'm trying to stay safe, as far as the local scene here, I'm actually not the most in touch with it. I'm just gonna be honest.
Yeah.
Because I'm just, and that's no disrespect to the Phoenix scene. I mean, this is my home, but I'm so focused on what I need to do and what I need to take care of that I really haven't really been in touch with the local scene here.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess in a way, not trying to, sound like a jerk or anything. I'm focusing on the bigger picture.
Yeah.
right.
No, yeah, I hear what you're saying. It took me a long time when I first moved to Ontario to get into the scene and finally figure out my groove with the local scene here.
Well, it all depends on what your focus is. Like me, I'm more focused on the local scene and work with the locals. I mean, I'm with bigger bands and stuff like that, but for me, the locals is where my income, my friendships, all that stuff is. But on the flip side, like you're focusing on the bigger picture, right? So, you start in a local area, but you still have to find a way to branch out and move in other areas. So
Right. And I just
anything wrong with not knowing where, what's going on in your scene, especially if that's not your focus. We all have different focuses in this industry. So.
Of course, and that's all I'm saying is I want to see Phoenix do well, of course, but right now I don't know. I got to do well before I can start helping others.
Yeah.
Right. Exactly.
For sure.
Yeah.
Well, that's where we're at with the Savage Circle of this world.
Well, yeah, exactly.
I'm really honored that you said yes. Like that, I was surprised.
Thank you.
Oh, no problem.
But no, you have the two currently bands going, three, because yourself as well. And are your solo stuff, are you gonna stick towards the vocals and the guitar, or are you gonna mix it up still with your instrumentals that you have peeped with out?
I actually kind of want to slowly back away, I kind of want to make that like my one and only instrumental for a while. I know my tagline, the Super Shredder gimmick or whatever you want to call it. But I really want to focus more on songwriting, make my vocals better. I mean, obviously the guitars is always going to be a big part of me because that's what kind of made me, brought me where I'm at now. But it's time for me to evolve. It's time for me to make some changes. And I'm at the point now where I'm like, look, you can either come along for the ride or not. And either way is fine. So I do plan on, for me personally, I want to evolve more as an overall musician. Not so much focus on just being a good guitar player or whatever.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I love the version of your Red Flags with the cello and the pianos, the keys. That was great.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. That was a lot of fun.
I have to get his catalog from you. Or something from his catalog. I have to hear, because I have not heard this man as he's a pretty, I don't want to say docile. Not docile, but at the same time,
pretty quiet.
He's not over the top with his emotions or his
collected.
He's very collected. So the excitement that has been coursing through this man.
Oh, we're throwing you under the bus, dude. Fangirling to the max.
I enjoyed the way he plays, his style.
I have been watching, checking a lot of it out last week here since he's been on, coming on the show. I've been impressed too.
I have a few musicians that I really follow wholeheartedly because something resonates, and you're just one of the nicest guys I know or talked to or interacted or watched. I love your music; it's great. And there's another person we have coming on the 20th of next month who's a metalhead out of Mumbai, India. That's agreeing to come on with us, and he's another one that I really admire and follow closely, and try to share with as many people as I can.
Right.
So
that's why we're here, though.
Did you just spill some tea?
Yes.
Ouch! It burned.
Yes. Sahil.
Yeah, I like all the.
It's the hill of better known as the Demon Stealer. He's a Mumbai death metal guitar player, singer, drummer, bassist.
Yeah.
He does it all. He's so humble too. You try and give him a compliment, and he's like, no.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you seem to be trending with musicians and human beings like that you get on the show because I mean you're equally as humble as some of the ones.
Oh,
we've
you are.
had, if not,
Everyone
more.
I gotta ask.
Absolutely.
I gotta ask. How long is your hair?
Good question.
I don't think I've ever measured it.
Leave it to make it awkward.
At least it wasn't me this time.
That's a follow-up question because I want to know if you've ever spiked it for a performance.
That'd be kind of sick though. It'd be like some like Dragon Ball shit going on, I guess. You know.
If a pitcher comes up with his hair spiked, David, we know who encouraged the bad behavior.
A nod to you.
You know what I mean? Oh shit! Oh, I saw the meme and I thought it was just a joke, and then I actually heard the news story. What the fuck are you doing, gluing your head with? Like, why?
Gorilla Glue.
Gorilla Glue, bitch. It says Gorilla Glue.
And that's as much as I know about that story. Because that's how much.
What more do you need to know? The bitch used Gorilla Glue. I'm sorry, I wouldn't usually refer to a woman as a bitch, but she's dumb.
No, like I mean, I don't. It doesn't matter what you are. Like Gorilla Glue, really?
How you gonna up and say, oh yeah, this looks like the perfect thing for my hair?
Well, you bought it.
No,
I draw the line at Aquanet, and I have curly hair. Right? You can relate, no?
I'm sorry, man. Like the world is going to shit right now. And it's gonna take a lot of saving.
It's gonna take a lot of diapers to clean them up.
Hold on, here's another thing I want to know. How the fuck did Trump get acquitted twice? How have you been impeached twice and acquitted twice? That's not.
Oh, we're not politicians.
We're not in
Politics, no politics.
No, this is music, wrestling. Hey, Godzilla's coming out soon.
I was waiting to bring that up because I'm a huge Godzilla fan too.
No, so is this man.
Oh, yeah.
You should see his collection.
Yeah.
You should see this man's collection of
wanted to
Some
Godzilla.
of the videos I've seen, you see him in the background. You almost always have a Godzilla reference in the stuff you do, right? Like,
Yeah. We do try to always throw like a Godzilla something in my videos. I am a huge Godzilla fan. I've always been since I was a kid.
Yeah. Same.
I mean, shit, I'm writing the fucking shit.
Yeah.
Oh,
I got
the cartoon. That's what I really got into. They had the cartoon and then it disappeared or it went on one of those channels you had to pay for, and I just like,
See more Godzilla everywhere.
David's got his own little sidekick over there.
Yeah.
With 30-pound cat.
You want to turn that camera?
Sure.
Because we got like part of that stuff recorded. We're recording behind the scenes as well as the on the scenes. We can get the on the scenes from Restream.
Yeah.
Gave us a little bit of a problem today, but
The gremlins are real.
we gotta work it. So
I see you brought a shit ton of artwork here.
Yeah.
so
Tell us a little bit about that.
Well, I'm a professional photographer, and basically I'm an art photographer. Basically, I like to find beauty where most people will just walk by. Derelict buildings, cemeteries, broken down, rusted cars.
All my favorite things.
Yeah, that's basically my specialty is cemeteries, and I go from there.
Yeah.
Tombstones.
The sides of old buildings.
Yeah, that's and almost every picture I've got has a story to
I
it.
know she was showing them, and we got through 5 pictures, and it was an hour later because she told the story to every picture.
Jay, I'm gonna hand you a small handful of these.
So
Can you just flash them up on your thing when you're done responding? Can you just flash them up on your while we're talking so that people can see her stuff?
Yeah.
As you can see all of our big screen TVs and everything.
Yeah.
Because you guys were nice enough to let me on your show. You each get a 8x10 from me.
Oh, it's our
I can't
pleasure to
wait
have people on.
find one of the ones and bring one of these. These are
Well,
amazing.
that's the one I picked out there.
Yeah, I know yours. I like yours.
I'm gonna have to take a look through
Yeah, I got first choice.
Yeah.
I also do a lot of urban exploring, which is where the liquor bottle came from.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah, that looks
Yeah,
cool.
that's why I just
Too bad
figured
it's
I'd give
peach
Jay a
schnapps.
handful so like people can have an idea of
think the audio cut out. Huh. I lost audio on my end.
I myself wasn't
Oh, there
a
we go.
theater kid, but I grew up with my uncle running Shaw Festival Theater.
Oh, nice.
So I've always had the opportunity to like do the backstage thing and like go to shows and plays and stuff like that. And like I can't act to save my life, but I love it. Well, that's why I'm a writer, right? Because I make everything awkward. Everything. So I write about it, right, to make it less awkward. There's a story, right? So I don't know if he told you anything about what I do, but I actually do like mini biographies and full biographies and stuff like that. So I'm kind of interested in some of the things that you've done and maybe putting together like a storybook sort of on the things that you've done. I don't know, you've got a pretty interesting career and I've got a pretty neat way of writing things. So I'd like to get together with you and talk about some things that maybe we could do in the future as far as storybooks go.
Oh yeah, was that towards me?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes, jump in whenever you want.
Yeah, and like
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
looking at a TV that's like this big in front of me, so I'm talking to you like you're in front of me. I'm sorry.
Okay, yeah. No, for sure. I would love to.
Talking about.
I would love to do something like that. I think that'd be dope.
Yeah, she's in the middle of turning people's concert stories and and performances as artists into kid storybooks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's sick. That's actually cool.
Yeah.
I just want to get more of your music so I can play it on my podcast. These guys have got me. Well, I've always listened to metal, but like these guys have got me more in tune with the local metal scene. Like don't stereotype me, but I, believe it or not, work with hip hop mostly. So you know what I mean. This is it's not new to me, but it's kind of like a refresher course because I used to Phoenix Concert Theater. I used to go there a lot of times in Toronto. My brother used to bounce out there.
I love it.
So like I'm familiar with it. It's just I've been removed for a while, and some of the music they've been showing me lately is just intense. And just you know what I mean, like has me moshing in my basement. So I like that vibe, and plus like I used to be more active. Yeah. So I find like dancing actually helps. So when I get some good music that I can work out to and I can move to, then you know what I mean, I like to run with it. And I heard his music is in the intro, the commercial, right?
Yep, that's tonight.
Yeah. So definitely, I gotta get some content from you. I do a show Saturday afternoons at around 12 o'clock. I say around 12 o'clock.
I have a question.
Maybe started at 1.
Because timing and scheduling is very important around here.
Actually, I have a question about tonight, the video.
Yeah.
You have that little insert at the beginning. Like it's like that.
Yeah.
But it's not like in the song. Like, was there you're telling a story, obviously.
Yeah. I guess so. It was just one of those things I was experimenting with. I wanted to try something different because tonight has been out on like all the media platforms and stuff for a while. Then I dropped the video, so I wanted to add something different to make the video special. I don't know. It was just me trying something different.
I enjoyed it. It was a twist.
Oh, thank you. Yeah. It got some mixed reviews. Some people were like, "What the hell is this?" And some people liked it. So.
I like when there's a storyline, like one of the bands I did just last year, Empire de More. Their whole album is a concept album based on the start of the story. Like the whole album is, right?
Right on.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
No, I was just curious because I know the song starts the way it starts recorded. I was curious about the video.
Like,
Right. It was just something different for the video.
chicken though. Hit it up with some
Gaining an
spice.
appetite.
So when's the new videos coming out? Because you recorded what, 2 in the last week and a bit?
Yeah, I have a brand new single dropping February 26th called Abandoned. I actually got to work with Scott Wilson of Saving Abel, and we recorded it at Sunshine Studios in Colorado Springs. And my good friend Gavin Donnelly of Soundphoria did the lyric video for it. I'm really excited to share that song. I think it's going to be really, I think people are really going to dig it. It's definitely different than previous stuff, but I kind of feel like I always switch it up each song, it seems like. So,
And you have a live coming up?
I'm sorry?
You have a live stream coming up soon?
Yeah, I got a live stream coming up February 26th with the full band, and then I have another one February 27th, which is just like an acoustic thing for Rock the Dream. So it's going to be a very busy weekend for me that weekend.
Oh,
Well,
goodness.
my birthday's on the 25th, so
Okay,
that
his
sounds like
birthday was not too
presents
long
for
ago
me.
either.
Oh
if I
yeah,
remember
that's
correctly.
right. You just had a February birthday too, eh?
Yes, I did.
Okay.
Happy birthday in person.
Yeah,
Yes.
happy birthday, man.
No, thank you. Happy early birthday.
Yeah.
There you go. All right.
Thank you.
David just wants to talk.
Yeah, just go
I
ahead.
was
David.
about to say, so Elimination Chamber, talk to me.
All right, no, that's cool. That's cool. Elimination Chamber. I think it's gonna be for Raw. It'll be obviously I think Drew's gonna retain.
He's got it.
SmackDown, Cesaro will win it to face Roman Reigns, and Roman Reigns will retain.
Okay.
That just makes sense. And you can even intertwine the Seth Rollins storyline. Have Seth Rollins cost Cesaro the match if you want. I don't know, something like that. Typical WWE DQ finish. I don't know. At least it would make sense at that point.
Okay.
I'd like to see him throw a monkey wrench in something and just, not as bad as the screw over, but
I've hijacked the show one day. Swear to God.
Yeah.
Through Twitter. I was tweeting, like, I tweeted them for 3 years straight, from WrestleMania to WrestleMania to WrestleMania. And I said, fuck this. I went on there one time, I started hashtagging Michael Cole and fucking JBL. And I'm messaging them directly, like they're saying something on the screen and I'm responding to them directly. And then they say something again and I'm responding like they're talking to me.
Dedication,
And then,
man.
like, I heard, like, my hashtag was Live Mics Leak, right? Because they were talking and there was something happening in the background and I was messaging them while they weren't supposed to be talking and I was hearing them respond. And I heard, I think it was Stephanie or Triple H say, stop answering him! And then they stopped tweeting and then I kept tweeting, but they stopped responding to me. So I was just like, oh my gosh, it was funny as shit. I was just like, oh my gosh. So it's like, what is I guess one of your favorite moments in WWE history?
I got more than one. Kane's debut stands out. That was one of the craziest, just holy shit. Because you got to remember, they built The Undertaker for years as this unstoppable force, and then here comes Kane that just wrecks him.
That's
just
true, right?
Undertaker's my favorite of all time. So to see that when I was younger, I was like, no, why would you do that? But now looking back at that moment, I was like, oh, that was epic. And of course, Hell in a Cell was in '98 when Mankind got thrown off.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
From the top of the key.
Yeah.
I watched that live on pay-per-view. That was just crazy.
yeah, he doesn't
And
remember
then-
most of the match.
no.
I wouldn't either.
No.
Nope.
Like, he doesn't remember most of the match.
Is that the one where he found his tooth in his nose?
Yes.
Yes.
And then, like, after he went over the top, off the side, didn't he go through the cage too?
Yeah, Taker chokes him through the kid. Yep.
Right down through it.
And they just thought he was going to hit the cage, and then Taker said he went through and he goes, I've just killed him. Like, that's Undertaker thought he just
Yeah,
killed him.
yeah, I remember that happening.
Because when he fell off the top and onto the tables, he
Boy, it hit,
he
yeah.
controlled the fall, but when he went through the cage, he didn't control it, and Taker thought he killed him.
Yeah, I remember
Crazy.
that. Yeah, that was
Yeah.
I remember watching Hulk Hogan slam Andre the Giant.
Yes.
My grandparents' basement on regular TV. My cousins were there. My sister was there. Like that was a.
I just watched Hulk Hogan on
massive.
SmackDown talking about that this past
30?
last Friday.
Yeah, 32
Yeah,
years.
Ryder and I were watching it.
Oh,
It was
wow,
33 years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was
I
fun.
worked the
Amazing.
first WrestleMania that was in Toronto.
Well,
WrestleMania XA.
fuck you, Jay.
I was at the last SmackDown in SummerSlam. SummerSlam, the SmackDown after SummerSlam, not last year, but the year before. Went with a family, met some really cool guys, Chris Giles and his brother Nick. Met them in March the year before that. I went in a cloak. They called me King Booker because I had my titles and shit. So met up with them. Our seats got upgraded, and we went from like the upper level down to like entrance side, the side entrance. So like
Nice.
entrance here and we're here. I could have thrown something at the stage from where I was sitting.
Oh, that's dope.
It was insane.
I've never been to a wrestling.
It's,
They're quite something.
Yeah.
Like they're quite, especially
People get
if it's a
into
main
it.
Oh
event.
yeah, no doubt.
yeah, man. Like, oh, like I'm not even gonna lie. I mark out too often. Kofi Mania, bro. You can shut me up.
Hi, my baby.
I don't
Why
work
does
out
he
too
always
much,
go
but
over
I
there?
marked
Like, I
out.
really want to pick him up when
think
he's
it's
right
like
here.
2022 with Untitled
Terrible.
Kamala. And Kamala had done 3 splashes on him,
Yeah.
and he sat up and I'm like, oh my god, he sat up!
Yeah. Like you could, like I'm still surprised that they ended the streak the way they did.
With
Okay, here's one for the music lovers. Favorite entrance music.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh. Oh boy.
That's a toughie.
That's an attack question.
Favorite entrance music. Eesh.
You got the iconic ones,
Well, yeah.
but
Oh yeah, of course, Undertaker. I think is one of the best. But I think one of the best entrances. Okay, is Stone Cold Steve Austin. That glass shatters and that crowd erupts, and then just that drive, that rock, that dun 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 dun. You know, just that heavy. This is why. It's also why, like, when we talk about current superstars, this is why I love Kevin Owens' theme song a lot. That heavy guitar that starts it. You just know. I actually like Brock Lesnar's too. That weird bend sound that before his music kicks in. Like just you hear that noise and it's like, oh, you're screwed. You're done.
Yeah.
Oh, when I was younger, it was like the Ultimate Warrior, the Killer Bees, and all that.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
I have to wear your t-shirt.
I'm surprised nobody said Edge. Oh my god.
It's 12 days until Ric Flair's birthday.
Woo!
It's a thing we do.
Yeah.
I share a birthday with Ric Flair.
It kind of goes with like.
I mean, Ric Flair shares a birthday with me.
Okay.
If you want to get a stir of music that I like from wrestlers, I love Hakushi's music. Hakushi and Gangrel.
Gangrel.
Well, I love Gangrel.
Oh my gosh,
Yeah.
that's a throwback there. Yeah, Gangrel's music was.
I'm old school.
This is the
Yeah,
first time that
what-
the show's not about music.
Edge and
Edge and
Christian.
Christian.
Yes, and they put them on. Like
Yeah.
as soon as I saw, like, because Bret Hart was obviously one of my favorites, you know what I mean. So when I saw that they were including more Canadian content or Canadian athletes, I was just like, all right, that's dope. They said Edge was from Toronto. What? I live in Toronto. Shit, I can be a wrestler too.
Yeah. That's true though.
It's funny how living in Toronto was the connection that you could get in the ring.
Hey man, like I was a problem. I swore that I was like, if it wasn't for a car accident, I probably would have been a wrestler.
Yeah.
I'm not even
Yeah.
lying. I was like football, like did everything that the wrestlers do. Football, I had my sports, my course of action. I was weightlifting with my brother. Like it just.
So I won't tell you where the Wrestling Federation is in St. Catharines.
Oh no, I'll find it. Bro, I went into a ring the other day and I'm just like, that's it. I'm gonna have to fight at least one exhibition match. I am 5 pounds lighter than Brock Lesnar. What the fuck?
It's addicting though. It really grabs you. I wrestled for a little while and I injured my knee and I can't do it anymore. But then I was in a play where I got to wrestle again, and then it was like maybe I could go comes back, and then but I was told after my surgery, my knee surgery, they're like, if you want to walk when you're 50, don't wrestle anymore. So, but at the same time, it's like, you do the play, and you're like, do I really want to walk?
Do you gotta go, Tommy? You look
Addicting.
like you're trying to check something.
Oh yeah, I got about like 5 more minutes. I do got a session I have to take.
Okay, so
All right, no,
so we'll stop wrestling.
well, hang on. I was gonna say, like we've asked a whole bunch of questions and stuff like that, but is there something that you want everybody to know that we haven't asked about yet? Like, what are you up to? What's coming out? Where can we find you? All that fun stuff.
Time to get
Yeah,
all my
definitely.
links were provided on that initial post. I mean, we kind of covered everything. February 26th, tune into VX3 Live. And this is with a full band. I'm really excited to finally share the full lineup and get to play some of these songs that I've recorded. I finally get to play them live, so I'm really stoked for that. Also, February 26th, I got the brand new single "Abandoned" coming out, featuring Scott Wilson from Saving Abel. There's a lot coming up. Wade Coda just dropped a new single called "Fake It," which is on Spotify. It's tugs at your heartstrings a little bit, so definitely check that song out as well.
Yeah, he does some good shit on
Yeah.
Good stuff.
Y'all need to follow this man,
Yeah.
but not too close in person. You know, we need to
Well,
stay-
not like crazy like, but like.
Yeah.
What links can they find you at? I know they're listed up on the page.
On my in-person.
They're
Yeah.
listed up on
We'll share it again.
page.
When we do the
Everything
restream,
else
I'll
is
make
on
sure
the
that all the
circles
links are in
tomorrow
it.
But while we have you, like, let people know where they can find you.
Of course, Instagram, Super Shredder Tommy.91. I also, I have Facebook, just Tommy Gibbons. Just follow me and hit me up there.
Tommy
I'm
Super
always-
Shredder.
Yeah.
Or Super Shredder
Okay.
Tommy it is?
Yeah, Super Shredder Tommy.91 is my Instagram. I also have a YouTube, Super Shredder Tommy Gibbons.
And then he has a group you have, the Facebook group you have too.
Yeah, that's more of like a fan group page thing. My management and social media team kind of started that up. It was kind of like their idea. Like, that's turned out pretty cool.
That's dope.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I'm looking forward to seeing some more shit come out here real soon. Then.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm definitely interested in exploring some of your stories and turning them into like little mini metalhead kids books and shit.
Let's
I'm
do it.
glad I
Let's
got
do it. I got some good tour stories. That'd be awesome.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Okay,
Right
Tommy,
on.
we are
I'm so
very
excited.
honored that you gave us your time.
Yes,
Yeah.
thank you.
Thank you
Thank
so
you
much. Guys.
so much.
Thank you guys for having me. We'll talk more wrestling. Let's do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He has a whole show
I
for
have,
it.
I have a whole podcast that's dedicated to it. So
Well, we coming up on the 6th. Sorry, I'm just gonna 2 seconds, maybe
Okay.
3 sentences. Coming up on the 6th, we have Ryder Johnson from Razor coming on, and he's a fucking huge wrestling fan. And like, we should definitely continue this conversation. If you got a minute, jump in.
Let's do it.
Oh,
Hey,
yeah.
let's have we'll do a fantasy booking so you can come up with the best show.
yes, yes.
Thank you very much, Tommy.
That's a challenge.
Cool. Have a good one.
Amazing.
Bro, yeah, man.
Thank you guys.
Thank you
Thank
very much,
you.
buddy.
Yeah,
Amazing.
yeah.
No, that was excellent.
Definitely. I mean,
He's a really nice guy. I really enjoy his
What's
music.
happening today? Like, it's just
it's not
yesterday
here,
and today were such amazing days.
Bro, I did not
Like-
sleep, bro. I know she's a woman. I don't care, bro.
I would much prefer you call me Brogan ma'am, okay?
Okay,
Let's
cool.
just get that out of the fucking way right now.
Like,
My mic is all the way over there.
I've called a woman ma'am before, and I know they don't always take too kindly to it. And I'm not
Listen.
wearing my ma'am hat anyways. This is a joke.
Oh, speaking of your hat, can you please tell us who the designer of that lovely outfit is?
This outfit was put together by yours truly because I have Vim and or Vigor. How you doing? No, but seriously, I don't even know the label of it. I just saw the code. I was just like, mine.
Who was your designer this morning?
My daughter helped me design mine.
There you
so
go.
I actually asked her about
Hey.
the outfit.
So did mine.
Yeah.
Speaking of
Yes, please, because she reminded me of, Dad, make sure you get my art stuff, please.
Yeah.
Okay, girl, I got you.
Put it by the door.
Not even put it on my cart so I can take it with me.
Yeah.
this is exactly why I broke the fourth wall.
The fourth wall has been
Work.
broken. It's just right here.
Yep. So there's way more. We just haven't gone through all the art stuff yet.
Okay.
That's just to keep her busy until we find everything else.
Oh no, we got lots to keep her busy. But you know, when someone says they got something for her, she doesn't stop reminding me until she gets it.
Yeah, because she's what, 10, 11?
11 in 10 days.
Oh,
Get it right because you could be crucified for it.
Well,
It's on February 23rd.
Yeah.
I remember. I remember.
For,
Can't remember what I had for breakfast, but I remember your dog's birthday.
You know what you had for breakfast, wasn't it Wendy's?
When today?
Today?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was Wendy's.
I do hear things no matter what my wife says.
Yeah.
I'm not your wife, that's why you listen.
Yeah. Probably, right?
What?
I get that.
Way to not save yourself, Jay.
Look,
That was so fun. Your cheeks were so pink.
That was a great show.
The time he was on. What
Like I
an
said,
amazing
I have-
guest he was.
I
Both
have-
of you did fantastic.
I have musicians that, you know, I like and enjoy thoroughly. And it's
Yeah.
nice when they say yes.
No, when you started showing me this
Yeah,
stuff, I
he's-
followed the
he-
little rabbit hole down. And
Yeah, he was fantastic.
Like I
we
said, I've
have
been
some-
following his career for about 6 years now.
Yeah.
We have some
That's like-
amazing people on the show.
That's like me and Ezra.
Wait until Sahil comes on. I've been following
Wait
him
to
for like
correct
15 years.
yourself,
Yeah.
David.
Yeah, I know.
I can appreciate that. My
Sahil?
grandmother went to finishing school in Scotland when she was a little kid. So apparently I went to finishing school in Canada when I was a little kid.
My aunt is a teacher, and I grew up, like, she's one of the people that helped raise me, so grammatic structure, phonetic projection, analytic assessment.
Finishing school.
Do you know what works really well for that
This,
too?
don't
What?
cross.
The military.
Walking with a fucking book on your head, life skills.
Yeah, life skills.
You know, don't piss your husband off.
Yeah,
Make sure you put his cigarette out.
What's that? You can't sit straight? Okay, here's a ruler taped to your back. What?
Hey, what's today's episode brought to us by?
Today's episode is brought to us by
Oh,
Finger
yeah.
guns and karate
Sauce.
chops. All in one,
See them pepper, yeah? You know them, Mac? Solicious pepper sauce. Too hot for tech. XX Inferno. We have 2 flavor. Bring one for your friend or even your neighbor. Solicious pepper sauce. Look on the ingredient. No fat in it. And we have spices, yes. Solicious pepper sauce. We have the niceness. Put it in your drink and spice it up, yes. Solicious pepper sauce. We have apron too. So worth to eat. Just right for you.
Well, you want to come on? Wait, I'll bring you on right now.
Yeah, right.
Absolutely.
So we are.
You bringing weight on?
I don't know.
Well, send him an invite, Jay.
Yeah.
All right, so, how do you feel about the state of art today?
Yes. How do you feel? What's the state of art today?
I find that art, I'm more like art photography, so
Okay.
when it comes to art, it's like I know, I don't know a lot, but I know what I like,
Okay.
and I find a lot of modern art is just not my thing.
Banana taped to the wall?
Yeah, it's not really my thing. It's
Yeah.
more like, okay, if you just sit there and bullshit your way through it and make a good story to it, it's gonna get in a gallery. Whereas I think somebody who takes a lot of time to create something on a palette that was once a blank piece of paper or a blank canvas,
Yeah.
and they can't get into a gallery because it's like a field and nobody wants to look at it. Like that's kind of where I'm at with it, or I find that it's, if you talk a good game, you don't have to have anything good.
Well, it's
I mean,
subjective.
it's
That's the hard part with art
You're
and
not
photography.
necessarily
It's so
wrong
subjective.
either.
Hey, we're talking about art, and look what's on my phone from
Like,
Facebook.
the angle, if the angle does make the difference.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh,
The
yeah.
angle definitely makes a difference, and like it tells a story. I've learned that over the last couple of months in working with a few people. It's like you can get a subject from like a lower angle and make them feel like posing kind of thing, or you can get it from a downward angle and make them seem like minimal kind of thing. It's just
So
like,
you like crawl in like abandoned houses and shit.
oh yeah,
In
yeah.
there,
I've
like,
been
you get right in there.
ooh,
right?
exploring.
Like,
wow.
I'll crawl in dirt and muck and stuff. I haven't had to sit in any
Can I come
swamps
to
or
you?
anything. Yeah, I haven't been for a while, but yeah, I haven't been in any swamps or anything. But
yeah, well, it's
I'm going
winter
to
here, like
swamps.
fucking.
Yeah.
Maybe in the summer.
That's awesome.
but yeah, I find that, and also maybe because I find that people with digital photography now, they have kind of a view of, well, anybody can do it now.
I was going to ask you about that. How you feel about the fact
I've
that
gotten a
everybody
lot of
has a
that.
phone on?
I've gotten a lot of
camera
that.
and-
I've gotten a lot of that where it's just like, well, I mean, ever since, you know, don't do film anymore, anybody can do it.
So are you using
Yes,
film
anybody
stuff?
can, but not everyone can do quality.
Yeah.
Right.
So
Like,
you
look at that one. That photo can never be replicated. You know what I
No,
mean?
it's like
That
if you
one that
put
you
10
didn't
people in
deliver,
one
that
room
one-
and you take a picture of something, you're gonna get
It's all gonna be 10 different
completely
pictures.
Right,
Yeah.
exactly.
Because everybody sees it differently.
Yeah.
And people are just like, well, why are you charging so much for print? Because you can just print another one, which is why I started the limited edition. stuff.
Right.
You know,
Yeah.
so yeah.
Yeah. See,
Yeah.
well, with the book, it's a little bit different, right? Because like I'm writing about a whole bunch of different people, and I have control of the amount of prints and stuff like that. It's a little bit more difficult to replicate, but excuse me, I don't print as many for the same reason.
Yeah.
Because you can download any book, you can see a book, you know what
Yeah,
I mean? Like the,
book or whatever.
yeah,
it is,
exactly. Like the
fucking
novelty of
Google.
having a coffee
Yeah.
table book, much like the novelty of having something personal like this.
The internet has killed more than music.
Mhm.
Yeah,
It
it's
really
like
has.
Yeah, but it's also given life to a lot of things like what we're doing right
100%. I agree with that.
Dr.
This
Jekyll,
is like
Mr.
a
Hyde.
I'm telling you, bro.
video killed the radio star, Kurt and Courtney kind of thing,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
I fucking said it.
Music reference, no, very.
You like that, eh? I mean, if
very
we're gonna talk about wrestling, we might as well
Kurt,
talk about
Courtney,
murder
Bobby,
too.
you know what I mean? It's all.
Welcome to the
It's all
boneyard.
Yeah.
That's all relative.
We have
Yeah,
a show
yeah.
tomorrow morning, actually, in the boneyard.
Yeah. That's
Breakfast tomorrow morning, 11 a.m.
Yeah, since I only had 4 hours sleep last night.
Yeah.
And I'm super excited about the tea kettle we filled up today.
Yeah.
TJ and I managed to grab a new sponsor for the Boneyard for the summer through
Yeah.
Space Age Insulation.
Big
And
beach.
They're going to check out the stuff that we're doing on the Savage Circle, and there's a high possibility that they're going to want to sponsor through the Savage Circle,
for everything.
which is why I'm
Yeah.
saying it now live and out loud, because it's something that they're interested in. So is that your beautiful wife, Jay?
Yeah, apparently my grandson is saying hello, and my granddaughter is saying hello.
Yeah, I had to put that
The
up there.
little one that we met in the she
On the
is
many of the group
something
chats we have
else.
to sort out our daily shit show, yes.
What an inspiration that little peanut is, man. Oh my God, it's the cutest thing
Yeah.
ever. Her curls, like,
And the attitude goes with it.
Yeah.
The tighter those curls, the more.
yes, I grew up with a girl my entire life. Her name was Sarah. Her curls are like as tight as they could possibly be. And that woman's got one massive attitude. Oh my God.
I love my grandkids.
Wait till the preteen years.
Yeah.
Oh, forget that, it gets worse.
That's why I said wait till the preteen years. I
Preteen-
can say that.
preteen-
You know what I mean? I made it to that point. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That was,
I've
I
made
did
it.
a little smoke after. I was like successful.
My oldest is almost 30 and I'm still having gray hairs.
Everybody's like, oh, wait till they're out of diapers. It's wonderful. No, fuck that. The day they wipe their own ass, that is the fucking day.
Yeah.
Never mind the day they're out of diapers. The last day you ever wipe their ass, that's fucking the day, I'm telling
That's
you.
true.
I'm glad.
Hey,
I'm
Grayson.
making breakfast and lunch now, so I'm just like,
Yep.
And dressing you.
Dressing you.
True,
well, I'm picking my clothes. I put it on myself, but
This
you know
time.
what it is. For now.
You know Jenny's gonna pop up and go, don't lie.
Oh man. Speaking of which, gotta shout out the wife for holding down the fort.
You know she's
Yeah.
watching somewhere.
Oh, absolutely. You guys are married to two of the most wonderful women. Absolutely. Because, like,
She already knows you don't need to pump
I'm
that
friends
balloon.
with you guys, and, like, those two women are dynamite. I'm only friends with you two. Those two women, they're,
Put up with our BS?
well,
Yeah.
I mean, tolerate.
Yeah.
Don't bury the body yet.
Don't,
Yeah.
I bet your wife knows how to make soap, and I bet yours does too.
Make a what?
That's why I can cook.
I love being
Yeah.
the only woman on this show. So when other women come to the show and sit at the table with us, it's so nice for me to not be the only balls at the table. Yeah, I said what I said.
Yeah, it's still incorrect. So, guys, how you doing
Are
today?
you sure?
Father of a
Because
nightmare.
you didn't say a word
Okay,
on
hold
that
on.
last comment.
I gotta say thank you to Dave again.
Oh, no
He brought me a childhood dream that I love.
So awesome.
I love my bullet cake, man.
My dude brought me a Popeye's chicken sandwich last week. I was just like, all right, cool. I got you. I heard you a couple weeks before, and you're just like, yeah, you mentioned the bullet burn. I'm just like, it's funny, I just bought that.
Mentioned it.
Mentioned it. This is my childhood memories.
Yeah.
One bite and bring me
Show
back.
was surrounded by how much he missed that.
Yeah,
stuff.
it was. And followed up by how much you love L's jerky. Oh man, there's nothing wrong with that though.
When John Rio comes on, he better be bringing me my patties when he comes. He promised me patties and sweet
Jay's
buns.
like the bouncer at the door. You got my patties, bitch.
You know what I mean?
That's
Like,
next weekend, isn't it?
No, he's not on next weekend.
No, he's on in a couple
Couple of
weeks.
months.
In the summer.
Couple of months, yeah, because you guys went and done booked us till fucking August.
Yeah, cuz.
I know.
I mean, I'm not complaining by any means.
No.
I'm just saying, like, you guys got us going until August.
Yeah.
And I have to say, we've dropped a few good ones. Jay, do you want to maybe spill some tea, or do you want me to spill some
Which
tea?
one?
I don't know.
I got a few of them.
Why don't we
What's
talk
going
about
on?
the 20th, the whole day? And the 6th. So we can talk about the 6th.
Dude,
too.
fill me in. I would like to hear that.
Oh, you don't know what's
No, I have no clue what's going on.
Well, we'll let her fill in the 6th because...
Well, but the 20th, both of them are like...
Well, the 20th starts off at 11 in the morning.
You can have the morning of the 20th.
Yep, that's going to start off on the morning.
Yeah.
Where we're going to have a special little segment with the Terrell effect.
Yep.
That's I think that's this guy.
Yeah.
Wait for
Okay.
it. Wait for it. No.
Wait for what? And we're back.
So, okay, well...
With Mr.
what-
Sahil, Mr. Demon Stealer,
Yeah.
/ oh my god, names to go. Workshop. Reptilian Death. Why am I drawing a blank at this present fucking
No,
second?
because
It was like
Spot,
25.
baby.
Demonic
Yeah.
Resurrection.
Because we're just putting you on the spot. And the spot's only this big.
You know, he's done so many things I can't even name it all.
So,
Just on his albums alone, I think there's 24.
okay, so have you talked to John Robinson about coming to sit in on this show with us?
I'm hoping he
Is it
does.
Price
He's
co-host?
going to
So much of a surprise.
I put it out to him.
It can't be that much of a surprise.
I've invited him, and he's going to see what he can do for us.
I just spilled some tea, that's all. I didn't spill coffee in my lap, like Jake fucking did.
Well, you had that asshole cat. Let's be fair.
That's fair.
Yeah.
It's totally fair. Like, he was trying to help me out because the cat was like, I was having an anxiety attack over this cat. I just had fucking enough. And the cat jumped on the table, and Jay went to go and scoop his hand underneath the cat. And when he scooped his hand underneath the cat, he knocked my coffee cup right in my lap. I just finished making my fucking coffee. Oh my god, he was like, and he felt terrible. So I've never let him live it down.
So what's happening on the 6th? We
Uh,
have a ginger or something coming on?
Ryder Johnson from Rippered and Razored and a shit ton of other projects that
Obnoxious?
he's been, yeah, and Warlord Messiah, and like there's just so many. Him and who did you book for the 6th?
Who is it? I forgot.
What, really?
Jay.
Yeah,
Um,
from Decatur.
Yeah, and
That's gonna be
I'm.
some fun.
Yep.
Okay,
I-
so the morning of the 20th, we've got Sahil, which we've mentioned a
Yes,
few
we
times,
do.
and we're just gonna keep mentioning.
And by the way, Sahil from Mumbai, India.
yeah,
That's why it's
so
an
the-
early.
Yeah,
early
so
show.
we're gonna like.
That's the addition of the Terrell effect happening early.
Well, yeah, and
with us.
we're gonna bring some savagery to the table, right?
Yeah.
Because it's just what we should do.
Oh, it follows it for all the same
Well,
podcast. Doesn't matter what the
like,
name is
I
up
mean, if
top.
you don't know I'm a shit show by now, that's your own fault.
All I know is I'm waiting for all of y'all. So
Yeah.
Most of the time you
that
are.
pendant,
Yeah.
most of the time.
Most of the
I'm not
time.
even gonna get into this.
I was up at 3 today.
Okay.
Once.
I'm usually going to bed at
So
5.
now you're in the stub toe club too.
I'm
Because you stubbed your toe. It
trying to
counts.
figure out what it
It's
is.
a tentacle.
Okay, I wasn't sure if it was a star or okay.
Should we leave the other two until next week
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which other two?
for the 20th?
Dude, I'm already on like episode 28.
Yeah.
Oh, for the promos?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I know, but I mean, like for the
So I don't even
for who's
remember.
on the 20th
No.
of March. Like
Did we already?
we've also got Zach Burley on the 20th of March. I'm
Oh,
starting
oh, oh.
to remember the dates, right?
What
But we
happened?
also We also have Johnny No Cash.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I did finally book that man.
I can get to the list here. We don't be spilling tea all over the place.
I'm so super excited about Ryder show, though. I think I'm more excited about that than I am about
That's going to be a
Johnny No
really
Cash.
good show. Jay and Ryder.
Can't wait to see him again. And like, I got to see Decatur.
Many times, actually. Before they changed their name, they played on the same bill as the band I was in at the time that we opened up for. He was in Russia Fest. They played. That's the first time I met them.
Oh, really? Yeah, no, they're like, they played at Willie's. Fuck, I think I stole the poster. Probably because I worked the show, right? So the poster was on the table, and every night I ripped the poster off and shoved it in my pocket. Yeah. Right, and then eventually I made my way up.
That was a good show. Last time they were there, that was great.
That show was packed. We were wall to wall packed in Willie's. That was a great show.
That was an awesome show. And Jay always brings it, no matter what he's doing, where he's doing it.
Oh, always. I've been following his both accounts on Instagram, and like they're just fantastic, absolutely fantastic. And they're always up to no good. Yeah, which is fun. Right, like, well, I mean, there's been a lot of quiet for the last. Well, we're going on what?
2 years.
300 days, 322 of 15 days to flatten the curve. Yeah, I might be wrong on that. It might be like day 332 of days to flatten 15 days to flatten the curve. Track of so that. Like it's been difficult for you know what I mean. Like we were very very lucky that the universe was like, hey, you four should get together and do some shit. Yeah, because you know, like I was getting to the point where I was like, well, do I continue? Because I released Sofa City on Halloween. It was supposed to be released in April. Didn't do half as well as I wanted it to, or as it would have done in April. So, like, I sat there for a while. For a while, it was like, you know, I just...
No, the big pictures.
I don't
Sorry,
want,
don't mind me. I'm just being nosy.
I don't know if I want to do this anymore. Like, I really contemplated whether or not I wanted to keep writing.
Yeah. I love looking at pictures.
I know, I'm the same, man. Yeah, I love photography.
Well, yeah,
you know,
and like I had a similar crossroad where I'm working on a magazine. We're on our 6th issue. Ooh, I gotta talk to you.
This is the one.
And that was live networking, ladies and gentlemen.
But
I love that.
In working on that,
like, is there any tea you want to spill on that issue?
What, the issue? Well, I mean,
a tissue?
No, well, I mean, the issue
it's kind of special, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a special edition.
Oh, I like that one.
What kind of car is that in that photo?
It's no Pontiac.
Yes, it is.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's their old logo.
It was in some, I go for walks every day, and it was in some lady's backyard, and I just knocked on her door and said, I'm a photographer, do you mind if I go take pictures? She's like, yeah, take it wherever you want.
Can I can do that shit?
Yeah, you can.
It probably might not work as well for me as it does
you gotta be about 4'11" and adorable and go.
Yeah, I know, right?
I'm not to go back to wrestling, there was my brother and I went to Ottawa, and we thought it was going to be like a cattle call thing for wrestlers or whatever, and so we went, and I had my camera with me, and we walked into the theater. We walked into the theater, and the guy looked at my camera and said, "You with the WWE?" And I was going to say, yes, we're here for the audition. And I said, yes. And he went, okay. And he buzzed me in. And my brother's like, I'm with her. And we just walked in. Nice. And then the guy who was behind us was like, they made it. We want an ID. We want this. We want that. We want this. And we get back there, and I'm a huge Charles Robinson fan. And so we met Charles Robinson. We met Tommy Dreamer. We met the Irish guy, not
Finley.
Yes, we met Finley. Yeah. Tommy Dreamer was working.
The Irish guy. How did I know that shit?
I'm like, not the redhead, the other one.
Yeah, not Seamus, but yeah.
But yeah, so you know, it was where the Ottawa Senators play hockey. You know, that was where the event was. And they're like, oh, sure, this you kind of got it wrong, but you know, if you want until we start, you guys can wander around wherever you want. So we're going where the Ottawa Senators got changed, and we're going up and down. We're watching them work out, setting up the ring and stuff like that.
Nice.
Yeah, every time the WWE sets up anywhere, they have their own gym that goes with them. Because when I met the Ultimate Warrior, Hulk Hogan, and all them, Bad News James Brown, and all them, they had their own spot on the Skydome, just one big gym. And they would all be there, Nikolai Volkov and all that way back in the day.
Okay.
And the only thing I gotta say about Tommy Dreamer is, you know how most people, they say you put on the pounds when you're on TV? I swear he lost weight on TV.
Yes, they don't look like the way they look in real
Yeah,
life.
They were broad shouldered. He was like literally going sideways to get through the doors and stuff.
Yeah,
and
they're
then in a
big
suit because he
guys.
was working backstage that day, and I was just like, wow.
Like, you remember Nikolai Volkov?
Yeah.
How his
Yeah.
chest looked like it was barreled?
Yeah.
When I met him, it looked like he had a keg he swallowed. Like, that's how round his chest was. It was like, you're fucking big. Like, it's big. Like, damn. By the way, all of her stuff is for sale, guys.
Yes,
Yeah.
yeah,
So where can they
absolutely.
reach your stuff? by the
Except
way?
for the one that I'm taking.
Yeah.
My Facebook page is just basically Kyla McCall Photography. I also have one for my acting, which is just Kyla McCall on Facebook. I'm also on I'm on YouTube right now. We're doing the singing videos, which is actually quite a funny thing. I just wanted something to get me through the pandemic because I was losing my mind because all my plays and stuff have been canceled. So I just started singing covers with karaoke music, nothing spectacular.
Yeah.
And then one person's like, "Oh, I have a request." I'm like, "I don't really do requests, but okay." And now I have like 19 requests, you know, and stuff. So I'm, you know, doing one request a week and everything. And that's just Kyla McCall on YouTube and Kyla McCall, or no, Kyla _photographer_performer on Instagram.
I know it's hard. You have so many fucking call signs you gotta remember.
Yeah.
Right? Hashtag this and
So all the videos that you send me, I do watch them.
Yeah.
Like, I don't open them for like 3 or 4 days, and then I'll call these guys and go, "Okay, guys, what's on my list for the day?" And
yeah.
I'll do videos and I'll watch. So when I do finally open them, I do sit and watch all of them, and they're really good.
I have a friend who's like, send as much of your book, of your other stuff to as many people as possible, as often as possible. So I'm like, if I send you a personal message, it's just blame him because
You
I'm
clicked on the thing and sent it to everybody, right?
Well, it's like us booking guests. You don't
Yeah.
know who's going to say yes or no until you actually do it.
Yeah, exactly.
Sometimes everybody says no, and sometimes I gotta say yes at the same time.
Yeah.
Yeah, with the singing videos, I find it strange because there are some that I'm like, okay, this, you know, it's just a stupid request, a song I don't even like, and the next thing I know, I've got 500 views, and then
I
there's
just got
ones I
kicked.
absolutely love, like 30 views. It's
Yeah,
so
yeah.
strange.
Yeah,
yeah.
Give me a second.
I think we all did.
We're on stuff.
I'm in airplane mode. Why am I in airplane mode?
Whoa.
Because you're flying high.
So bad, TJ. That's one of those. Don't ever do that again.
Don't do that again, man.
Why is the other one off?
What? Do it more?
So
Commercial free tonight.
We're wrestling.
The Gremlins are freaking
These
going hard.
these so
so,
far are the ones.
Give me a second. I'm
that
coming back. I'm coming back.
we got
Get high and elevate. Get high and elevate.
Here we go.
Just fucking second. You got
Go hard, never hesitate. Go hard, never hesitate. Oh no. Different city or wherever state. My name ring ho hella way. Kill a beat, premeditate. Run a remedicate. Get high and elevate.
That's Mr. LG coming back.
LG
Oh.
will be in the building.
I got it. Or you just click it
I
off.
got it. Oh, we back.
Isn't Penny Moon on the show next week?
Teddy Moon will be on the show as well.
And our boy LG.
Yeah,
Yeah.
LG, like life's good.
yeah.
I'm sorry, I had to.
Y'all talking about your exotic food and your game food and all that stuff. Well, yeah, we got some good stuff.
He's bringing in
What do you mean,
LG.
David?
We got some good
He's
stuff. for
bringing in
you.
a ringer.
I'm talking
Yeah.
circling the carriages. We go.
So what are you bringing in?
Do I have to tell you now?
Well, you don't have to,
Okay, then I
but it would be really polite.
It would be polite.
Yeah.
Well, it's wild game.
Ooh, you piqued my interest.
No,
Is it duck?
Caught it with your bare hands, did you?
no, I wouldn't
No.
even
Is it
try to
squirrel?
take it off. Squirrel.
I lured him in for peanuts for a whole season. Fattened him up, got him trusted me.
Oh
That's a
man,
fun day that.
picked them off with
Grill
coconut.
stew, baby.
Automatically, first thing I thought was this.
Crush him with a stone.
You left the brains in that's a delicacy.
That is though, yeah.
Oh my goodness.
I lived
That's
in
why it's
Newfoundland
called
for
the
8 years.
Savage
Okay, what did I
Circle.
miss? What are we eating?
That's what I said. I don't want them to
And
know yet,
top
so we're gonna talk
grill,
about it off camera.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's up there.
Today we have some bacon wrapped chicken.
Which
With some-
I haven't gotten to
Yeah,
yet
I
because
haven't gotten
nobody's
to yet.
fed me any of it.
Some quesadillas and mac and
Fat man
cheese.
gotta eat.
I
Take
haven't
the whole
touched my
plate,
quesadilla yet.
Yeah.
Here you go.
I got one.
That piece is the one I want.
Yeah.
You want two or?
I'll start with one.
Quesadilla. We had mac and cheese tonight. Quesadilla.
Oh, somebody sees me.
So, how long do you spend per picture setting up a shot?
Well, if I'm setting up a shot, it depends on what it is. If I'm doing it like a still life or I'm using lights and everything like that, how big is the item? How tall is the item? Where can I put it? I gotta find a location.
I bet you spend less time on a picture than he does setting up.
No, actually, this was quite similar to the havoc and chaos that I do at home. So,
Okay.
yeah.
Now you're making him feel better.
Thank you. I was like, wait a minute, bro. I actually got a good time. Like,
One thing I found out, like early when I first started getting photos and doing that for street, a lot of people fuck with their photos once they're taken. Like when you take it, is that it? Or do you go back and
I
edit them?
do
and...
some stuff on Photoshop, but I like to do it in my camera as opposed. But there are pictures in here where I put it on Photoshop and I've added grain or I've added color to it or something. You know, I've changed it a little bit, but for the most part, like this picture of the car.
That's just the raw picture.
It's actually not this one. I actually added a filter on top of it, which it gives kind of like a grainy look. Whereas these ones, the same car, but no filter.
Yeah.
You know, so it's like I do little things, but
It all depends on.
Yeah.
But you're not sitting there for 2 hours.
No, I don't have that kind of patience or talent. That's it.
Well, no, your talent's in taking the picture. You don't need to fuck with your pictures.
The Photoshop, the people who do the Photoshop is like
Professionally.
so good,
Yeah.
so good. Yeah, it's like I can do little things with Photoshop, but I prefer more just to. This is how I'm seeing it. This is how I see it.
By the way, this chicken's melting in the mouth, dude.
Oh, it's
yeah.
It's oh.
Eddie, what are you saying, buddy? You look like you're starting to fit into your age, dude.
Yeah.
Maybe I should have grabbed 4 or 6 of them when it was over here.
Hi, Allison.
What's going on?
Oh, hey.
How you doing?
Lennox is one of the little savages.
Oh, hi, Laura.
Right on.
Hi, it's Lennox.
Yeah, that's one of Allison's kids.
Yeah.
One of the mini savages we have following our show.
Nice. So we got 2 of them.
Because we're creating baby madness.
Yeah.
You can take that however the fuck you want. I don't care.
So sinister. Oh my gosh.
Right?
She had 2 days off.
Yeah.
And I can't have kids.
Yeah.
So imagine how much fun I had on those 2 days off.
Yeah. I don't even know.
Did you really spend those 2 days?
This isn't Wonderland.
No, I was
You don't take selfies while on the ride. This isn't Wonderland.
Oh my gosh.
No, the camera's right before the finish.
Yeah, we went there and beyond.
Yeah, we absolutely did. That's
Oh,
fine.
my
I have
goodness.
no fucking shame. I don't care.
Allison, tell the girls we say hi. Since they all say hi now to everybody, so we all say hi.
Yeah.
Hi, guys.
Hi.
What a great name, eh, Lennox? Like, is that, I know it's spelled with an I, but, like, is that significant to Annie Lennox? That would be awesome if it is.
I keep thinking like a link.
Or is
What?
it Lennox Lewis?
Ooh.
Nice, Jay.
Oh my gosh, the Savage Circle, ladies and gentlemen, where anything can happen, it usually does.
Yeah, it usually does.
And it's brought to you
Hi,
by
buddy.
Delicious pepper sauce.
Yeah.
Can you come over here so I can pick you up so it doesn't...
You see them pepper, yeah? You know them, Mac? Delicious pepper sauce. Too hot for tech. XX Inferno. We have 2 flavor. Bring one for your friend or even your neighbor. Delicious pepper sauce. Look on the ingredient. No fat in it. And we have spices, yes. Delicious pepper sauce. We have the niceness. Put it in your drink and spice it up, yes. Delicious pepper sauce. We have apron too. So worth to eat. Just right for you.
It's like lifting a little pig.
That cat covers at least 2/3 of your torso.
That's because the cat every week needs to be on camera. And he comes over and nudges her every week.
He's like,
He comes over here. He says hi to us. He says hi to you.
Who's ringing?
Not Ty.
Oh, that's me. It's
Your fault.
8:15.
Yeah.
Not how I said the fly.
Oh, it's an alarm?
Yeah, it's just there's no reason for it to be on.
No way.
No.
Here it is. It's
Just
up in
is.
the show.
Yeah.
Right in the middle of things. Distracting people.
Oh,
All that.
Gotta keep it interesting.
We have DI Anger coming on this month as well, right?
No
that's-
way.
Yeah,
That's on the 27th?
Yeah.
the
27th.
Oh, that's another birthday show for me because my birthday's in the middle of the week.
And
That's
thanks.
my mom's
Celebrate
birthday,
2
yeah.
weekends.
And thank guys because you sent all your stuff. There should be a commercial for that very soon.
Absolutely.
And one in the chamber, I believe, is on.
Yeah, what the
So that's
fuck was
just
that half-ass karate
Well, I
chop?
didn't want
He
to.
said one in the chamber. It's not two in the
Wow.
Thank you.
chamber.
So that means you just go single finger gun.
Yeah.
Just two.
That's unbalanced. I can't.
Oh,
One shot or
Me
two.
talking about being balanced, right?
Oh, that's great.
And then who's after one in the chamber? What's the week after?
We have.
Ryder
Ryder
Johnson's
Johnson.
coming on the show.
What?
You look like crazy.
Apparently,
Shut up.
Tommy Gibbons might jump in. too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hope so, man.
Well,
He's
because, I just had to throw that out there because they're both such huge
Dude,
wrestling
wrestling.
fans.
You know,
Right.
we are doing a music show that went to wrestling. I don't mind. Like whatever they want to talk about is what we talk about.
Yeah.
Hey man, like
That's
I mean,
how
I
it
like how you
jumped in a
kind of
lot
threw
of that.
the.
I didn't realize you were so involved with the
Yeah,
that was
I'm totally like
absolutely
starstruck that you
a
wrestled.
Yeah.
I'm just trying not to mark out. Hey, no, the fact that you did it in any capacity is impressive to me.
You
Because,
know
like,
what? If I hand him a Sharpie, if we wait long enough, he'll get you to sign something.
Yeah.
I'm
Hey,
kind of cheesed.
so what
that
did that
I
lead
didn't
you to? Your culture shock of the day?
Culture shock. That was definitely one of the culture shocks of the day. Thank you very much. You know,
Got you
Culture
covered,
Shock.
man. Got you
We are the product. So how you doing? Check out Culture Shock the magazine.
Oh, hi, Rummer. Sorry.
No worries. Check out Culture
Rumor?
Shock the
Rumor?
magazine
Rumor?
Another little
on
one.
sharetheshock.ca/issue-5.
I'm really trying to catch the chat for
Yeah,
it.
no,
Keep
I'm
going.
glad you
Keep
are.
going.
So yeah, I'll just someone put that in the chat. The sharetheshock.ca. Come on, I'll do it.
You do it.
I'm just trying to watch. I'm trying to keep up with the chat because some
Oh,
people
yeah,
have
yeah.
complained that we don't see it. Well, sometimes we do, sometimes we don't. It
Yeah.
Oh
depends
yeah,
on-
and I mean, there's 4 of us. There's no excuse.
Also,
Thanks for calling us.
there's also
Well-
13 channels.
Yeah.
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 So they don't
That's
always
fair.
mix together at the right time, or
Yeah,
sometimes we don't even
that's
notice it until
fair.
after the podcast is done. So
That's
Just
normally
to
when
let
I
you
go
know.
comment. I go once we're all done. The next day when I'm laying in bed, I'll go through, look at the comments. Like,
But we do
What
read
you mean
them.
the next day when you're laying in bed? You mean when you're up at the ass crack of dawn working before everybody else on a
Yeah,
Sunday
yeah.
when none of us want to fucking work?
Yeah.
But no, I
planted the
just-
seed.
You know
I
what?
just-
I'm gonna start messaging you in the morning when I wake up.
Yeah.
Since he's awake before me.
I just want to.
I said that, but that's fine. Go
Yeah.
ahead. You pick on him.
I never said nothing about
Thanks
you.
for taking the heat for me, TJ. Speaking of heat,
Oh damn! She picked up the
because
Oh.
pepper sauce.
we have been on for an hour and 18
I don't have a
minutes.
spoon.
And I don't have a spoon either.
I
But
do
that
cross
doesn't mean you
sport.
can't pick up the hot sauce. Just because you don't have running shoes doesn't
Yeah.
mean you can't
Okay, give me
run.
the hot sauce. Open your mouth.
Come here,
Could
open
you,
your
imagine,
mouth.
could you imagine like the 1, 2, and then the whole cat coming out with the
That'd be some
It
so
takes
delicious.
out a whole new meaning.
Oh my
Yeah, I
god.
went there.
She went there again, but you know what? It's life. You gotta be prepared for that stuff. You never know
Here's
what's
the
gonna
thing,
happen.
if people are shocked by the shit that comes out of my mouth by now, after all
Yeah.
this time, that's not my fucking
No.
fault anymore. It's your own fault for tuning in, which
You
we
gotta,
appreciate.
Yes, we do.
Sit down and come up with our Monday night show we were talking about.
Yes, definitely.
Are you a hot sauce fan?
Oh God, no.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh God, I ain't gonna help you.
Here.
She sometimes kids.
No, that,
We're not quite sure.
100% was a joke. 100% was a joke.
We're not sure. It could be Lizzie Borden. It could be not.
We tell this story every single week. So when we started this, it was just supposed to be TJ interviewing me, which he still hasn't done. He gets 1 question a week.
So there's
Maybe.
Yeah.
Sometimes. I kind of hijacked
Sorry.
the show and called my friends, and now here we are.
That your
David,
friends.
what was it like from the very first time you and I met and talked for that first hour.
The last thing a
Till the
brother
first show.
expected to see when he came in was a table full of white people and hot seasoning. I'm not trying to be anything but factual and truthful, because that's what it was. There's a bunch of, well, sorry. No, you weren't here when I first got here.
No, I showed up later.
You showed up later. So when I
Right.
first got here, I'm just like, I gotta be correct because there are other individuals of other creeds, classes, and cultures.
And I helped throw that out the door.
Morals get them the fuck out of here.
So
Don't come at me with your truth.
I was just like,
Come at me with your fucking
hold
mother.
on. I was just like, okay, let me try this. Like, you can't have a company called Culture Shock and then be cowardice when, you know what I mean, someone presents something to you that is out of your comfort zone. Because
Well, that's
as much as,
It's my big road trip. Everyone's like, "That's Victoria. What do? You driving to Arizona to do what? Talk to a band?" Well, yeah, but I've lined up my whole trip all along doing this, right?
yeah.
Like I said, a year ago, not just a week ago, I was down in
I got
Arizona with no paradise, right?
I got this.
Bottles
Yeah.
protected.
But really, by the end of the night, we had him sweating. I'm pretty sure out of his toes.
Partially because I was in like more layers than I needed, but you know.
Yeah.
Listen, man, your cheeks cry.
But no,
okay?
I didn't have any rectal issues for the record. Thank you very much. Like,
What
I
do
was
you
like,
mean?
oh, you're
We
gonna.
wrecked you pretty good that night.
Yeah.
Well, anyways.
So yeah, no, I was.
Big fan of
That
that
one
flavor
work?
here.
Which
That
one's
was
that
the
one?
I took.
Okay, let me
Oh,
try that one.
the double X.
Let me
That's
try the
really
double
good,
X
man.
Inferno, XX Inferno.
I want the regular. I love the regular.
You
Yeah,
want
me
this one?
too. I'm just trying to.
The regular's
You just
hotter.
break that fork?
Yes.
You are such a fucking savage. Like, all I heard was just crack. I'm just like,
Yeah.
why are things breaking?
Well, because we need to get through the whole of the hot sauce.
I got
Yes,
this
that's
one.
my only criticism about the bottle. We need a bigger opening.
It needs a bigger hole.
Yeah, but nah, this
We gotta
one
stretch
works.
that shit out.
This one works fine. I think
That
I
one
just
works
gotta
great.
give it a.
Yeah.
Damn it.
I might have just rubbed it in my
You can't
eye,
put it
though.
back.
Like, I just did it again.
Damn, no.
Don't you have to go pee?
Okay, we're good. We're good. We're not gonna
Are
panic. We're not gonna panic.
Here, you want my lemon water?
No, yeah, maybe not. I can feel my eye getting hotter and hotter, right?
No, oh no.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, it's happening, bud. It's happening.
And this is why the pepper sauce sat on the table. So delicious pepper sauce. So
Water
good.
is right now.
I gotta videotape this.
Do not get it in your eyes.
Give it to, share it with your neighbor.
But on top of getting it in your eyes, it still has a mighty good flavor.
Oh shit.
Are we still talking about hot sauce?
There was a pepper chip, and I inhaled, and it went right to
Oh,
the
you
back
made
of
a scorpion pepper a few weeks ago, didn't you?
Yeah.
Think about that, and this time won't hurt so much.
Ooh, you know what I like about this hot sauce? It says do not refrigerate.
It also says do not put in your fucking
Do not put
eye.
in your eye.
Should we put a warning on here that says not a sexual lubricant?
Yeah.
Do not use the.
Glue your hair.
Do not use glue in your hair. That's great advice.
Oh,
I will not.
Especially glue that uses water to harden more.
Right.
yeah, that's true.
That's like a plaster.
I got 2 spoons.
You gotta pre-mix it.
Well, Gorilla Glue has a thing.
Yeah.
Like even their wood glue. If you
I can
dampen the
take
wood
that
just
however I
slightly
want,
and then put
right?
the glue in, it hardens even better.
Oh wow.
Okay, there you go. I got that one fixed.
Yeah, you want it?
You got a lot there.
No, certainly do not.
Why that?
I thought you were
Oh
gonna
wait,
call
that
me
one's
Sarah.
hotter.
I was gonna take that as a compliment.
The red one's hotter.
Yeah.
This one's got a lot of flavor though. Like
I
Yeah,
like
they
the
both have lots of
It
flavor.
makes my mouth water. That
But this
one
is supposed to be triple hot, and this one over there, I think, has more of a kick than this one.
no, this is double hot.
Well, whatever.
That
But I
was-
still
Well,
think
here, drink this and tell us how it feels. You just touched that bottle, now you
I
gotta drink
already
it.
took some.
Are you touching it again?
No.
Yes.
Put it- put it-
Said no.
It doesn't matter if you've already tasted it. Oh my god, I'm sweating. Fuck it.
TJ,
Yeah,
you don't
I
have
know.
any of that
You
sauce in your
touched
other
it,
eye.
you-
Oh, you can't do that.
I can't.
Doesn't count. Doesn't count.
Hey, Cam, it's in your fucking hand now. Oh, I'm drooling.
TJ.
Oh, man.
You need to add it to your
My
eye.
ears are red or my ears because, like,
They're a little pink.
right here is sweating.
They're a little pink. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I don't think it's from the hair either.
I'm gonna reserve that as the last shot of the night.
No, you're
Yeah,
not.
man. I just
No, that's not the rules.
Can I have some water, please? Yeah, nicely.
Drink your hot sauce.
So I'm getting there. I'll get as the water's being poured in my
Speaking
glass.
of hot sauce, a couple of weeks ago, or last week, we had Chris Campbell on the show, who not only carries over 40 world records that he was just so humble about,
So
but like he was just like, oh yeah, I carry for, you know, whatever.
You were part
And we
of
were
that
like,
show,
what?
the conversation, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he had me as a friend on Facebook.
Oh,
awesome.
I think this is how I read a book about Houdini.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, he's like Chris is a fucking great guy.
Extremely humble.
Pretty cool.
Oh,
Like, it's
amazing
amazing
guy.
some of the people we get on here that have like accolades that they do.
Yeah,
And
and
they're
just like whatever.
Oh, I have 40 world records. Pardon? Back up. Do you want to tell us something?
Yeah, we had to read.
No, I only have one on the wall. The rest
Yeah.
are collecting dust.
Like,
What? Like,
I mean, I have my.
Yeah. Okay, I'll get your fucking drink
I
right
got that at
there.
elementary school. I mean, I have other accolades too, but like, you know, that's still there. So I don't know.
I
That's
just
just
touch my face though.
that's humility though. That's a respectable trait because you have some people who have a skill set that exceeds the capacity to display a respectable
and
character.
to make Chris feel really happy, my wife still complains that we better put a warning up the next time he's even mentioned on the show.
We did. David did a warning just as the tattoo.
As he hits
Chris
it.
comes on the show. Not even 5 minutes later, Jay gets a fucking message. Jesus Christ, Jason! I'm never watching your fucking show again. There she is, somewhere right there.
But no, the funny thing was he had a pen tattoo gun, so it's just a tube, and he fixed a blade about yay long to it, sawzall blade, and he's sitting there showing us, no, not speaking, and then went thump,
Yeah.
right up his nose, and I'm like, huh.
Yeah.
My favorite was the fish hooks in the eyes.
See,
Yep.
I had to look away from that. I cannot do anything with the eyes. And he's like, zoom, goes, eyes. I'm like,
Well, my wife likes a warning because she watches America's Got Talent like this,
Yeah.
so
I'm
she
not
can
looking.
close off and not look.
Right.
Because apparently her eyelids don't work well enough.
She can't just close them on demand like other people.
do the horror movie blanket thing where it's like, you gotta back here.
Do you want to know how we watch?
horror movies like this?
You wanna know how we
She
watch
never
horror
closes
movies?
her hands.
Yeah.
Mia's first horror movie was The Babysitter. Her second horror movie was Freddy versus Jason. She's 7.
Okay.
She's never looked at. So I asked her what she wanted for her 6th birthday, and she said Slipknot tickets. So I got them for her. So I took her, and it was amazing. Behemoth comes
Can you
on.
be my mommy? Oh,
Yeah.
Right? It was her
There we
first
go.
show ever, right? Her and my other one wanted to do like some fun stuff for their birthdays. And we weren't in a great situation previous to that. So Melody wanted Iron Maiden tickets and Mia wanted Slipknot tickets. And who the fuck was I to say no?
Yeah, exactly.
Right? Like,
Gives you an excuse to go.
Yeah.
right? What do you mean
I'm
you want to
going,
come?
but you're not allowed. You get the
Right, exactly.
My
So-
first concert was Fred Penner, so I mean,
So
you're
was mine. Well, no, my first concert
I'll
was
keep my first
Rafi.
experiences to myself.
And then Sloan was my actual first show over in Buffalo when I was 13. And then I asked my mom for Korn tickets, and she brought me Backstreet Boys tickets. And because I'm a good kid, I went to the show. Right? Yeah, I know it was terrible, but I
Which
love
one?
my
The one
mom.
at the Sky Dome?
I went to that one too. I did
Yeah,
one
I
at
did.
the Sky Dome.
I called in sick.
I did one at the Sky Dome, and I did one at Maple Leaf Gardens.
I called in sick. I used to work at the Sky Dome, and
So-
I called in sick that day. It's
Yeah,
the only show
they're
I
tearing
ever.
the Sky
That's
Dome
the
down.
only show I ever missed at the Sky Dome when I worked there.
They're telling, it looks like Dave's general consensus is
a horrible building.
gentrification wins.
It's a horrible building.
Oh, absolutely it is, but like, I mean,
That's gonna take so many fucking years.
No, they'll have it done inside 2 years.
Yeah.
Easy.
Oh,
yeah, easy.
That's so many, bro.
Making a party.
No, not really.
Are they gonna?
Are they
demolish
playing
it?
up here right now, anyways?
This is true, but still.
What is the plan for that space then?
They're gonna make a. They want to make a smaller stadium, but a more high tech stadium, and then buildings.
Okay.
Like tourist crap,
Okay.
some condos.
More condos.
So
Yeah.
we drove past Canada's Wonderland today because we had the meeting in Barrie, right? And on the way to Canada's Wonderland, I literally looked out the window and went, "This is what tourists must feel like." I've lived here my whole life, minus a year in Newfoundland, so I have zero idea what tourists feel like. Even when I go into other cities or tourist areas or whatever, because I've lived here my whole
You're
life. I'm like,
desensitized.
yeah. But when I go to Toronto, I'm like, all right. But when we drove past Canada's Wonderland today, I was like a 5-year-old.
Do you know what I say when I go to Toronto? It's the time to go home yet?
Oh, not me.
Born and raised there.
What do you
I'm
mean?
fine now.
I was raised there
like,
too.
where you go, like, if you go to Egypt and you look at the pyramids and the people who live there, they're like, yeah, they're in the way. You know, or people come to Niagara Falls,
I don't
look at
know.
the water, you're like,
I have friends that
I don't know,
are
man. I have a genuine love for that place. The falls is one of my favorite.
Oh yeah, no, I'm not saying.
Oh, it is.
But there's a lot. I get
Yeah,
what you're saying
yeah.
about that. Yeah, absolutely.
I have friends. Oh, take us to the falls. Why? I could take you to better places than the falls,
Yeah.
and they don't cost so much.
See me? People are like, take me to the falls. I'm like, there's the water.
Hey, let's go see the crack dens in Welland. They're more fun.
Shout out to Welland, David.
Yeah, I'm sitting here, right here. Right here. Just like here.
We can go to the ghost town called Port Colborne.
Almost like the same room and stuff. Shout out to Zach Murray. You know? Yes, you want it. Let me guess, Thorol's next.
Oh, it's not quite the armpit like Welland.
No, it's just the vein to St. Catharines.
Yeah. The heroin vein to St. Catharines.
I don't know. They've built up Welland quite a bit in the last
Yeah, they have.
decade that I've been there.
But I'm like,
Welland.
we might dog on them, but no, it's
My brother lives in Welland, and it's a beautiful little town.
It's like any town; it has its problems in places.
Well, welcome to Niagara Falls, right? And then you're in Hamilton, right?
Oh, I feel sorry for you.
Rural Hamilton. I'm the part that didn't want to join Hamilton.
Oh,
So the north side or Stony Creek?
Pembroke.
oh,
So you're the Quebec of Hamilton.
Yeah.
Separate. Sorry.
That's funny you said that, and all I heard was the South Park line where Terrence and Phillip are taking them through Canada, and they're like, "That's Scott. Scott's a dick."
Everybody knows everybody here. Right?
Yeah.
Oh, you know Jimmy lives in Alberta? Yeah, of course.
Yeah. And his brother Larry lives in Quebec.
Yeah. Never mind. I was married to a newbie, okay, living here in the Falls, and I was working at Giant Tiger, and this woman comes in and she starts talking and whatever, and I said, "I'm from Newfoundland. Where are you? Or where are you from?" And she went, "Springdale." And I went, "Are you serious?" And she said, "Yeah." She said, "My last name is Rideout." I went, "Are you related to the Tucks?" And she went, "Yeah, Earl Tuck's my cousin." I went, "Earl Tuck's my father-in-law."
Oh, shit.
So a couple of years later, my ex-husband and I. Well, hang on, it gets worse, okay? Because a couple of years later, my ex-husband and I are at a metal show in Toronto, and I've got this fucking flowery shirt on, purple docs up to my knees, and for some reason, this girl thought that I would have weed on me, right? So she comes up and she asks me for a draw. Draw is slang for joint in Newfoundland. So I said to her, "Where are you from?" Yeah.
It's slang in Jamaica, too.
Oh, right on.
What the hell?
So, and conveniently enough, both places are on the same time zone.
Hey, common ground.
So this girl walks up to me and she says, "You got a draw?" And I said, "Where from Newfoundland? Like, where in Newfoundland are you from?" And she said, "Well, you probably don't know it is Springdale." And Adam went, "You're from Springdale. I'm from Langdon's Cove." And she went, "Well, fuck, if you're from Langdon's Cove, I'm from Kings Point."
Okay.
And Adam went, "Who's your father?" And she said, "Ford Adams." And he went, "Your father was my elementary school teacher."
That's fucked.
It's all relative over there.
That's not even fucking funny, but that's one of the best puns I've heard in a long time.
Yeah, guys, I put something in the group chat for you to open up because there's some interesting names on this year's inducted Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. You're going to have to share with your neighbor to your left there. There's some there that I think is a little early.
Mary J. Blige, hold it down. Y'all took too long for that shit.
Well, no, I don't know why the Foo Fighters are there yet. They're still extremely active and shouldn't be yet. In my opinion, they're still young. They're still, you know.
I 100% agree with you, but Dave Grohl's a pioneer in the music industry.
He is, and that's why Nirvana's in.
Yeah, and I.
Foo Fighters can wait.
Dave Grohl was also not the original drummer.
No, he wasn't. No, but he's the one that put him over the top.
Agreed.
But I don't think I think the Foo Fighters are still too early.
Tina Turner.
Yes. That took too long.
What? She wasn't in already?
That's
nope. The Go-Go's.
Well, I mean,
Iron Maiden, I can take or leave. I'm really not. I'm not interested in power rock.
Yeah, Dionne Warwick.
Okay,
yeah, there's some weird ones in there, eh?
Why? Okay, but hang on second. It's the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
I don't mind it being all
But
music.
there's rock
Then it
stars
shouldn't be
of-
called Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. It
there's
should be
rock
called the
stars of
Music
every
Hall of
genre.
Fame.
No, there's
Carole
rock stars
King?
of every genre.
I don't think rock and roll. I think Carole King.
Right?
Okay.
No, but it's no longer the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. It is just
Shaka
the Music
Khan.
Hall of Fame, and they won't change it because of their branding.
Are you telling me Shaka Khan is not rock and roll?
I wasn't saying anything.
No, I
He's
responded to
turning me
your
down.
Carole King. I responded to your Carole King. I don't even know who she is.
Like Rage Against the Machine, I understand they really haven't done anything since they separated, so I understand that.
Well, Rage minus Zach did.
That's a different band. That's a
Prophets.
different kind of stuff. Like, yes, the music was similar, but it was more of a hip hop flavor than it was.
They branded themselves as Rage Against the Machine
Yeah,
with
but
Public
that's
Enemy,
not. That's
so, like, I mean, yeah, totally different band, but they branded themselves as Rage Against the Machine.
And I'll guarantee you, the Foo Fighters that they put in is not going to be the original lineup.
Probably.
Pat
It's gonna
Smear,
be the-
Taylor Hawkins.
He wasn't. They weren't the original lineup.
Who's the original lineup?
The original lineup on
I don't
the
even know why I
second
give a shit. I don't even
album.
like Foo Fighters.
The only person left from the original lineup is the bass player. No,
Taylor's the original
no,
drummer.
he is not. Fact check me. Fact check me. Go ahead. He is
You've
not.
got it in your hand. Fact check it.
He is not
Hey,
the
if I'm
original
wrong, I'm
drummer.
fine with that. I'm not even a fucking Foo
What are
Fighters
we
fan.
Googling? What are we Googling?
Original members of the Foo Fighters.
Original
Okay.
drummer of the Foo Fighters is what I wanted to
Original
know.
member.
Foo Fighters.
Oh, you're on.
I got the original drummer. You can do the original.
He was fired halfway through the recording of the second album.
Dave Grohl was the original.
For the
oh,
first
sorry.
album, second album.
William Goldsmith was
Yep.
the first.
Wow. See, I always thought.
And he got fired halfway through an album because Dave Grohl went and re-recorded it all behind
I
his
don't
back.
even know why I'm saying wow. Because again.
No, Dave Grohl was since 1994, then William Goldsmith, then Taylor Hawkins.
Okay.
And they recruited Taylor Hawkins at the height of his career when he was touring with
He's one of my
Alanis
favorite
Morissette.
drummers. He's one of
He
my
was
favorite
Alanis
drummers.
Morissette's drummer, live drummer.
Really?
I had tickets to go see her before the world shut down.
I used to live around the corner
Believe it
from
or
my
not.
aunt and uncle.
Yeah.
I used to put her songs on my mixtapes.
Yeah,
That
because
counts as something?
yeah,
Club over here.
Okay, I'm pretty old and I don't say mixtape.
man.
No, bro, it was literally. That's what I said. Mixtape. It wasn't a compilation CD. It
Yeah,
wasn't an
right.
upload. It was a mixed tape.
Yeah, but I was part of the tape traders.
David just slides under the radar.
Oh.
For mixtapes and mixed Whatever.
Oh, that was great.
Good.
That was awesome.
That was great. Oh,
Whatever. I'm in.
oh man.
Listen, I dish the shit talk, but I
No,
also. if I
I'm a
couldn't
big fan of
this
Dave
shit.
Grohl and, you know,
Yeah.
what he has brought to music.
Oh, 100%.
I like
I'm a
Dave
fan
Grohl.
of Nickelback because of what they brought to music. You might be tired of seeing them everywhere, but they did stuff for Canadian music.
Oh, yeah,
Would you
for sure.
agree with Dave Grohl being put in alone, or
Oh, by himself as an
Yeah.
industry
Yeah,
music
yeah.
builder? Yes, 100%. Because
Just
sure,
by
he might
himself.
be everywhere, but he's done so much more for music than.
He's everywhere for a reason.
Yeah.
He's everywhere because he's done shit, not because they put him there.
Yeah.
like if they're gonna put the Foo Fighters in right now, where's Queens of the Stone Age?
Well, okay, but hang on.
Where's
How
Queens of the-
many years? How many years does it qualify for you to be?
I
how
don't
many-
know.
Well, so like maybe that's.
Well, it doesn't because you got
Like, to me, a
Jay-Z
Hall
and
of-
Iron Maiden. Iron Maiden's been in the business. Since
Yeah, I
the
know, but
beginning
what's
of
the
time.
minimum year you got to
I don't know.
qualify?
But my
Yeah,
opinion
it's
is,
a
if it's a Hall of Fame, why are you
gotta
should
put
be
at least-
retired?
No, unless you're exhibiting exemplary performance,
Mhm.
you have to put at least a decade in.
Yeah, at least 10
At
years.
least 10
You
years.
didn't
I've
touch
been
it
doing.
again, did you?
Yeah, with my boobs.
Yeah. I told you the
Does
How-
it count? Does it count because the bra was in between?
How are them nuts on your chest doing?
Yeah. You just keep that
They're one in you.
I don't see a
Yeah.
pearl necklace on me tonight.
But anyways, no. In my opinion, the hall is supposed to be for like when you think of it, baseball Hall of Fame, hockey Hall of Fame. These are people that have retired.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's true.
Okay, I understand music. Yes, we want to go on forever, but if you hit a certain age, is when you should be
Just get in there,
considered.
David.
You know what I mean? Like,
I'm gonna take it too,
I think it's too early for them. They're going to be there eventually, or well, they're there already, but they would be there eventually anyways. But I still think it was too early. There's so many other bands.
You think
that,
they're put in to create controversy in conversations like this?
So
I don't know.
who would you put in their place then? Let's start that conversation.
Mm-hmm.
I got to remember who's all in there.
Mm-hmm.
Rush is still not in there, are they?
No.
Mm-hmm.
There you go. Just is it because they're
I don't
Canadian
like
band,
that.
or like they've done
They're
as much for
world
music?
renowned,
But I
though.
agree with
Especially their
that,
drummer,
the
right?
contribution
Like,
that they made to the
Mhm.
industry and whatnot. So. But yeah.
But like, there's so many other bands.
you could go on and on and on.
Like they're taking musicians from all around the world, but Canada gets left behind, and we've contributed a lot to the American music to everywhere. Like, look at some of our metal bands. Look at who Metallica labels as one of the originals for them, and that's Anvil.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know that.
And they should be right up there, part of the original four, because they were doing their stuff the
Yeah.
exact same time they were. And Hetfield has said if it wasn't for bands like Anvil, it wouldn't be anywhere.
Yeah.
And he's added that to his new wave
Anvil's
British
nice,
movement and everything.
awesome logo band.
Right?
So like bands like that get left behind that
Mhm.
their peers recognize, but nobody else does.
Yeah.
Yeah, peer recognition should count for something.
It should count for most of it,
Mm-hmm.
in my opinion. And then you have like
David,
No,
did your wife make this? It's amazing.
Oh,
actually no, he did. I was
I bet it didn't hurt as much as that salmon blazer you got on.
his daughter gonna beat you.
Yeah.
she was mad because I look flat.
No, it's the tie. The tie is dynamite. She put the tie on, and the shirt and tie are dynamite.
Is that a
And really,
tie?
I gotta be honest, like the
Or
whole
that
outfit
clip?
is great. I didn't have a choice but to let that one out.
See, I already seen the outfit earlier when I was helping him behind the scenes.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's definitely a behind the scenes outfit.
Oh.
She doesn't hurt so much when you set yourself up for it.
All right.
That's why we put you on a taller chair this week.
You're in your big boy chair. Right.
Yellow booster seat.
Yeah.
I'm not even gonna say it.
Yeah.
I haven't hear half of it because the chicken tastes so damn good.
Right?
Oh, it's fall off the bone delicious.
Yeah, that's why I said your wife must have made it.
Amanda's on point. She must be overtired.
So long dead.
You
I slept from 2:20 until 6:33.
oh my god. Okay, who else is on here?
I don't know. Who's kicking around tonight?
LL Cool J?
Yeah.
I can see that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember that when I was a teenager.
New York Dolls.
No idea.
Who?
New York Dolls.
They have,
Yes. Yes.
They're a fringe.
Yeah, for me, they're on the line. Like, there's better bands that should have been there. There's better artists, even better producers. that
Every
could
year
have been
there's
in there.
better bands, artists, and
Oh,
producers
yeah,
on the
but-
list that's out.
Mhm.
Like, that's Jay-Z already.
Already.
I think it's a little soon. I think of him.
Again,
So being honest,
again, he's right up there with the Foo Fighters for me.
But we gotta remember,
What?
these bands have been out since the early 90s. The early 90s is 30 fucking years ago.
They
You're
probably put it in there.
goddamn welcome.
Yeah.
They put it in a decade. Like I said, 10 years, a decade. Once you
Yeah.
put it in a decade, exemplary performance. Jay-Z? Bro.
Yeah, but he's still ain't done.
No,
Well,
that
think-
was-
think
But that's the
about
thing.
classic
Neither is
cars.
Edge.
Think about classic cars. You gotta be 25 years old.
Neither is neither was Kurt Angle. He came back a couple of times.
So these are just
Neither
the
was
ones that
Goldberg.
are nominated to be inducted, and
Yeah.
then they narrow it down to what?
No, these are
No,
inducted.
those are the ones who are going in.
These are going. So Rage is going in this year.
These
I
are the
agree with that
nominees for the
100%.
inductions.
Okay, pick five. Looking at this list,
Mhm.
All right,
Pick five.
pull in the list.
LL Cool J,
yeah,
Iron Maiden,
okay.
Rage Against the Machine.
Rage Against the Machine,
I'm
Tina
sorry.
Turner.
I'm with you on Rage.
Tina Turner,
I'm definitely with you on her.
That's
She's
it,
not.
too.
and I don't know who else is on the list.
Lige.
Yeah.
LL, Mary J.
Yeah.
But if you're gonna say Mary J, then you have to say Jay-Z.
I want to give Jay-Z a bit more
Yes, you
time
do. You have
because
to.
LL
No.
is retired and done.
No,
He's
I
doing
pick
his
LL
acting.
Cool J over Jay-Z any day.
Yeah.
Look at the
I'm with you on
tenure.
that.
I am.
LL was in it a couple years before Jay-Z, like early '80s. Jay-Z was like early '90s. Obviously,
Mid
That's a
90s is when he
decade.
started to explode.
That's almost a decade.
yeah, but look at what Jay-Z's accomplished compared to what LL's accomplished. With all due respect, because I listen to LL more than I listen to Jay-Z.
I don't know,
Bro.
man. I think it's a toss-up between who's accomplished more.
And
to be honest with you.
Jay-Z really skyrocketed when he surrounded himself with the women he did.
And yeah,
Well, I mean, is marrying Beyonce a fucking accomplishment? Really?
yeah,
How many times has she been
Pardon?
How many times has she been married before?
He's it.
Then that's a pretty big accomplishment.
How many triple
Only one there.
Are you sure? You don't have to wake up next to that thing every morning.
Bro,
And I say that confidently that somebody wakes up next to me every once in a while.
But that's the thing.
And we all know what kind of trash bag I am when I'm put together.
Yeah. Wait till the breakfast show tomorrow morning.
Oh,
11 o'clock,
fucking
baby.
fuck. I'm going to be doing this, going, hang on, I'm getting my makeup on. And all I'm going to be doing is wiping last night's makeup into place.
Oh my gosh.
Are you going to be joining us tomorrow? Do you know? Or
There's some
are you
interest.
joining us tomorrow for that?
I could probably join remotely.
Yeah. That'd
Yeah,
be
I
cool.
got a couple of.
What he's asking you is, can you set up the restream
Yeah.
for us?
Oh yeah, I got you. I got you.
Yeah,
I got you. I got you.
I can't promise anything. The
No, I already
leave,
know,
The grandkids
yeah, you were
leave
saying
tomorrow,
you're
so I gotta spend a bit of time.
Yeah, no, I got you. I got you. 11 o'clock, so be on like
10. You and I and us will get on at 10 or quarter after, and then we're going to send the link over to D Spells.
Yep.
My buddy there.
Good job,
Thank you.
TJ.
Thank you. Have a practice. Yeah.
Borrowing my
And
finger
then,
guns again.
I'm pretty sure all the 3 members of that band will be on for
Okay.
breakfast in the morning.
All right, sounds good.
They're kind of like a
Let's go
goth
to the
underground D&D kind of band, like their style of music.
Nice.
I showed her today finally.
Oh, that was for the birthday show.
Watching
Yeah, I
and
saw her
following
all
them
week. I don't know if
for
it's
over
tonight.
probably 2 years now, right?
Okay.
Before COVID, I was supposed to drive all the way to Cincinnati where they're out of. I'm pretty sure.
Maybe they spent
And
too much
do an
time on
interview.
Pornhub.
Then, right? But then all the world shut down.
And OnlyFans isn't porn.
So we're back on the porn again.
So I posted
Well, we have a new
I
show
posted
on
that.
Wednesday.
I posted that. I put that picture up of me on Facebook. My tattoo artist was like, "You're one step away from porn."
Oh my gosh.
He would know.
Yeah.
Love the
That's
guy.
hilarious.
Justin McClay is like one of my. I've known him for 30 years.
I'm gonna
31
use that as
years.
a comment.
I feel sorry for him.
Couple
Yeah, me
things,
too. Me too. But you know what? He is one of my bestest friends in the world, and I'm one of his bestest friends in the world, and I wouldn't have it any other way. He's one of the best tattoo artists I've ever met. He was apprenticed by Dave Naughton, who is also one of the best tattoo artists that I've ever met. He's out of Toronto. Actually, he's also the lead singer of Brass Knuckle Therapy, and he's got a whole other list of stuff. We should maybe get him on the show. And I might have another project going with him as well.
As long as he doesn't mind coming in sometime after August.
Who's ringing?
Yeah.
Not Ty.
It's not me.
I have.
I'd make room for Dave.
It's okay. We need to make room for Derek.
Mhm.
Nelson?
Yeah, because he just started up something that I just got added to.
Oh, okay.
Literally,
Okay.
like an hour ago, he started this.
Oh.
And you just got added to it. Tell him to add me.
Also have ship.
It's called virtual.
Are they not scheduled in?
There might be.
I'm pretty sure I've been talking to them.
You have, but you haven't sent me a date.
No, I know. It's in around the album time when there are new albums coming out.
When's that?
And I've been putting up the links on the Boneyard on where to buy the T-shirts, which are helping to fund the new album. Right? So,
When are they on the show?
I will look that up tomorrow.
When is the show? When is their album release?
I will.
Okay, buddy.
You got your
Buddy,
phone
if
right
you're
now.
gonna spill tea, a little quicker.
That's what he's got me for, Jay.
We ain't getting into that weird sister brother thing.
Yeah, listen. I don't listen to country.
What's the problem?
Jay's the only one on.
Oh,
Our
yeah,
camera
yeah.
died.
No, you got booted.
We got booted.
I got booted.
can they still hear us?
Yeah,
because
Jay's
on
still
this
on.
I Hate Music, they Junction to New Moon. New Moon Junction will be on the show.
You said they were country rock, so I'm willing to give them a chance.
Yeah.
Because you said rock.
I'm
I
sick.
threw rock
What?
in there.
I'm sick that day.
Yeah, that's fine. That'd be a
Listen, I
breakfast
already
show.
tried to be sick that day and it didn't work.
That's a breakfast show.
Country makes me physically angry. I'm not kidding. It does. It just makes me want to
So-
fucking hurt somebody.
So maybe
It
maybe
annoys
that
me.
day, you and I should call in sick and we should sit in a room
Like,
and
no,
have country on
I'm
and see what
dead
happens.
serious. Country makes me like physically
You
angry.
can't
at
go
things.
right.
Now I have to eat it a second time.
Can't.
Can I eat a different hot sauce though?
Yeah, you
The
can
big
go
one up
right.
top is
really
off
like
too.
that.
What the hell's going on? We need to message Restream, guys.
Why? We need a little
Shit,
more
I
time.
had that shut down or some shit.
We need to have a chat.
I'm back.
Well, why don't we end the show? Do we have a
No, we're so
I'm
good.
back, I'm back.
We're good.
We're back.
We're good?
Just, you know,
You just have to put the phone back on.
I plugged in for internet.
No, top one.
Oh, that one. Oh, right.
Yeah, we're dead.
Sorry, guys. The Gremlins have been running hard all day today.
All day.
Even on the earlier show. We had some problems earlier, too. I don't know if it's a restream problem. I don't know if it's just an internet in general problem or just whatever it is. I got them. I got them.
All right.
But
Your wife makes dynamite chicken, David.
Yes. Yes, she
Oh,
does.
back.
I sat and watched him prep it all. I was on a chat with the man. Well, I'm just doing this now. Hold on, I'll put you over here. I see Betty Crocker in it.
I showed them that like there was cake to seasoning.
Oh,
I
yeah.
never all prepared this shit. I'm just.
She did actually cook it. She watched it while they cooked.
Yeah.
Because I
Who
was
is
on the
Death
podcast.
Course Specialist?
Did you
She's
just
not
you
wrong,
watched
so-
it while it
Company.
cooked?
Well, she
Is that the credit you just gave her?
no, she cooked it.
I hope she's sleeping when you get home.
Nah,
Nope.
I keep her awake.
He'll be down in the car.
Good
Getting ready to ring it. Phone ring.
Carrying all this shit inside.
Oh my god.
I wonder if I can get Derek on right now. I don't know if he's watching.
Let's see.
Call him.
See what we can
Who
do.
wants to jump in? Jump into the chat. Say you want on the show.
Yeah, now that I'm not on my phone, y'all got it. We got
Jesus, David. Well, that's two different ways tonight.
Open invitation.
it.
Last week it was you, David, and no, David. I think there was a fuck off David in there too.
There might have been. What the deuce? I couldn't have died.
Yeah, no, it just shut off again.
Yeah,
It just logged out again. I don't know what's good. The Gremlins are pissing me off today,
Yeah,
dude.
bro, I'm showing you. They want to wait for February 24th when they're about to get some serious conversations.
Well, we haven't had those chats in a while, so they can fuck off and leave us alone.
I know what I mean.
No, every time we start talking about the Premier's office or the Ministry of Transportation office,
Your shit gets-
shit goes fucked up.
Yeah, that's funny because every time Danielle and I have conversations about anything pertaining to that stuff, the phone disconnects. And I just bought a brand new fucking phone.
But literally on the 24th, we have some interest. We have on his Candid Talk.
Yeah.
We're taking on an extremely serious issue that
Yeah.
we've got.
Yes, and that will be found over where
You can
Where's
find
that
it
coming
on Facebook.com/David.Tyrell. You can find it on YouTube.com. Expose the North on YouTube. Savage Circle on YouTube. David Terrell on LinkedIn. The Block Online on Twitch. The Savage Circle on Twitch. Like, just type in one of those titles and you'll find it.
Savage Circle on Instagram, on Facebook.
Instagram.
Twitch is where you need to go.
Yeah, yeah.
Where
We
is
send
it?
them all
Where
to
you need
Twitch.
to go.
You need to go to Twitch. We need to get our Twitch listens up, even if it's for a couple of weeks on and off. You know what I mean? We need to get you in a rotation. Pretend our different channels are like different bars, right? And visit each bar in succession.
Ooh,
You know what I
we're
mean?
gonna bar hop our
Bar hop the
channels.
channel. That's what we got to
Do the
do.
pub
Yeah, and you
crawl.
want to head
Pub
over to Twitch
crawl.
because like we kind of want to Twitch without being on drugs, right?
Yeah.
So I like that pub crawl. Ooh, ooh.
Speaking of which,
Hey.
yeah, as soon as. Don't
Okay,
say anymore. Don't
Hang
say-
on. So
let's
so
Copyrighted.
do you remember? Hang on.
Don't
Do you
stop.
remember tonight I said to
Yeah.
you, "Here's what I want as my business plan," and you went, "That looks like a hockey rink," and I went, "That's Canada." So I'm not sure where it is right now, but that particular business plan has turned into what we are.
There will be
Yeah.
road trips coming this spring or summer, I guess.
What did you say?
This fall.
Oh, I
What?
know.
Oh, yeah.
Road trip.
I turned off my hotspot, so that disconnected from here.
Oh,
Man.
That's when we figure out technical issues live on the show.
Of course,
Mhm.
like.
Well, that's how good these guys
always
are
under
behind the
construction.
scenes. Like,
Well,
setting it
but
all
that's
up
what
and
I'm saying. Like we're real about the things that we're doing and how we're doing this and stuff like that. Speaking of which,
Hell, we were late
Um,
because of the Gremlins.
I just
Yeah.
want to say something that has to do with fishing. Do you guys like to fish?
Yep.
You usually fish with your own line, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Just thought I'd ask. I just thought I'd put it out there that like if people want to know what we're up to or they have questions or they're curious because they want to get started, nobody needs to fish with somebody else's line. Just ask us.
Yeah,
Yeah. Bro,
If you want to know what we're up to,
Yeah.
ask
Yeah,
us.
I fucking went there, David.
bro.
Message one of us.
right here live
Yeah.
in the air. That's
Hey,
what
I
you
gotta
Absolutely.
wrap that up. Pray that I fall from a center.
No, it's not what I mean. Like, I'm trying to, like, I'm seriously, I'm trying to be welcoming and be
I
on a
appreciate that.
higher level than some things we've seen in the past and dealt with in this industry. I'm trying to open us up.
I hear that.
The email is savagecirclecanada@gmail.com.
And we'll all see it because we
All have access.
access.
Yeah.
So
So-
yeah, if you want to know something who we stream through, you know, like when it comes to
Like,
contacts,
you know
it
who I
doesn't
like?
matter what it is. If you want to know something, just fucking ask us.
you know who does it proper? BG. BG did it proper. Oh, what are you guys doing? What platform are you on?
Yeah.
Yeah.
How are you making that happen?
Yeah.
Is
Oh,
this
the
how you doing
Mr.
that?
Ass Pocket
Mr.
podcast.
Ass Podcast.
He's over
Speaking
there.
of which-
Shut up.
He's over there. You know what I mean? Ask
Where
Pocket.
is he?
Okay,
He's
okay.
right there beside the guitar. Beside the guitar.
Canceling up the noise, guys.
Okay.
Sorry.
Sorry. But yeah, Ass Pocket Podcast, you know what I mean? Y'all gotta check it out. They're dropping.
Oh, they can't see that. It's in the name. The name's in the way. They can't see it.
They're dropping track.
Oh, so go towards me.
They're dropping album, not an album, sorry, an episode. I want to say next week,
Yeah, it's coming real soon.
coming soon. So
Do you
check
know
out
the
Ass
chocolate
Pocket
ones?
Podcast.
Fucking Terrell Gibbons.
I bought chocolate pie.
Oh yeah.
For the win. Oh my goodness. So, oh my gosh. Yes, this is a Saturday night.
I'm so close to Shark Week, but this is my favorite thing in the world right now.
And that's
Yeah, I said it.
that's an overshare.
Whatever.
Even delicious pie or
Never
cake?
mind. Yeah, and that was an overshare for you.
It's deep and delicious, man. Have you never had that?
No, but is it
No,
pie
he
or
said
is it
deep
cake?
and delicious
It's like an
pie.
ice cream kind
It's
of custard
I would
whipped
call
frozen
it a
thing.
pie.
Pie, okay. I'm not sure about the pie. The
It's
cake,
not apple.
I'm
but
all the way down with. But the pie, it's kind of like, it's too floofy.
It's chocolate cake.
It's too
On the front.
Luke.
Really, says the man wearing salmon today.
Yeah.
Hey.
Thanks,
that's how-
Jay.
That's how I know what floofy is.
Yeah. He's doing his research.
Hey, you know what? At least it's not penis pink like TJ's lighters.
No, that's not today. I can't
I
find
draw
that one.
penises. I draw penises all over TJ's lighters.
Someone stole it on me. So I can't
Because I
find
drew a
it.
penis on it. That's
That
why.
doesn't look that bad.
Can't draw on this one though. 'Cause
Why not? I can draw on anything I want, TJ.
No, fuck that.
Don't tell me what I can't do.
Now you made it a mission. You're in trouble. You fought.
Oh, shout out to another sponsor. So 2 sentences to cut you off.
I was about to ask her about her, but if you want to
Okay, I'm done. Go ahead.
Okay, yeah. That's what. Give me a
Lady gets first.
Okay, so what do you prefer? What approach do you prefer where it comes to like you're taking pictures, digital or the actual film?
Honestly, I do like digital better because
Okay.
it's just it's easier.
Okay.
I think, yeah.
Okay.
Film, you have to know exactly what you're doing, get the exact trick shot and everything. Whereas with digital, you can look at the view screen and adjust, and then take the picture.
Okay.
Or at least my, I don't know if they all know it's not mine. Where it's like, okay, and then, okay, then. But film, it's like, okay, with the lighting, you get the light meter, and you hold it, and you do this, and you adjust the light, and you do this, and that. Yeah, so
Wow.
You can take a picture with digital and then manipulate after.
that's true.
Yeah.
As long as the camera's good enough, you can pretty much manipulate any picture to look like anything.
I've seen a few pictures like digitally manipulated, and I mean like I remember Polaroids of old. So
Like some of
Right.
these pictures in here are from film.
Okay.
But because I was one of the last graduating classes of Sheridan that did study film.
Okay.
So cool. I do know how to do it.
okay.
My uncle used to have a black room in his house.
I genuinely thought some of those were film pictures, so that's why I asked. No problem. I saw a couple of them and those were just like, okay, did you take the time like that? Because I've seen the dark rooms and everything and the
Yeah.
hanging everything. and
Yes,
it's
I've
like,
done that.
That's what I
Yeah.
always picture.
Jay,
Yeah.
I'm pulling
Yeah.
out random piles for you to flash on the screen because I originally said that I was going to pick out the one that I wanted to keep while we were doing the show. But I think it's more important that Jay shows everybody what you have versus me sitting here and being selfish.
And again, they're all for
I will
sale.
do that when we're done.
Yeah.
I've got an idea of
Yeah.
a few that I'm interested in, so I won't keep you too much after.
And
the
when we
show.
do the rebroadcast, hopefully I'll have all your links so I can add them.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
like I did with Tommy's.
Yeah.
I
So
like this one.
I love that.
This one's nice.
Some of the like
You don't need extremely elaborate lighting. You can use available lighting. I don't have it here, but I've got a picture of a martini glass I found in a derelict building, which was filled with yellow liquid, so I don't know what it was. But we just I lit it with a flashlight, and it's like a fantastic photo.
Yeah.
You've seen it.
Yeah.
So
we had it
whatever,
on the show last time.
Yeah.
whatever photo I choose, will you sign it for me, please?
On the front,
Wherever.
if you want me to, sure.
Like if I choose a lighter photo on the front would be fantastic.
Okay.
But if it's a darker photo on the back would also be fantastic.
Sure.
We have, like, you sign the table.
Yeah.
We have musicians and our guests, artists, photographers, actors.
Personalities and creatives.
Thank you.
And a lot of the things I've taken pictures of are gone. Like that, when you just share, that's gone.
That's
Yeah.
Silo's gone. A lot of houses I take pictures of, they fall down.
Yeah. So, you know, like,
You would love to go up the Grey Bruce area.
that's my kid's guitar. And I was flying.
Walkerton, all up in there.
Mhm.
There's
So-
a whole lot of old shit up there.
Anything that I get from anybody, not only do I advertise as much as I possibly can, but I always want your signature.
This looks like it's just a flashlight.
That one. Yes, that's the one I want.
Fuck you.
No, oh, fuck you! That's not fair.
I think I like that one actually.
I think that
Let me
works.
see that one as 1 of 5.
What a fight.
I wanna bring it down from 5 because this is like.
That's what I did the other day when
Yeah.
I was going through.
That's
I
the
was
one I
like,
want.
here's my 5.
That's a
I
like.
wanna
I haven't
see
even
it
looked at
numbered.
I've looked at
Yeah.
quite a few.
I wanna see the 5 that grabbed me, and then I'm gonna pick one out of those.
Mine, I love those card ones. Oh, my
Oh,
God.
that one's nice too, but this one, like,
The Coca-Cola one's got me, and then the 2 cemetery
see,
ones.
I saw the
The gargoyle.
Coca-Cola ones too.
We have a cemetery here. Have you gone to the cemeteries in Niagara Falls?
How many
I've been
savages
to one
messaging me
where
now?
towards Graves. That's the only one I've been to.
Right there, up top downhill. I'd spend a whole day in there with
Where?
you. What?
I would love to.
Is that the Loyalist one over at Lundy's?
Top of the Battle of Lundy's Lane.
Okay, that's the
Okay,
second one.
You should go in the summertime when everything opens.
Is that
That's the second
Devil's
one.
Punch Bowl?
Yes.
I called that one. You see that?
Oh.
How about me, the guy holding the shit?
You gotta call it, bro.
Listen,
Fuck you all.
say hey, you calls him likes, you
Well,
sees
fuck
him.
you all.
It's got a T
Oh,
in it.
that's
My last
sick, bud.
You see, I'll leave that. Oh,
Where's that one?
yeah. You see, I took this one out of your way.
Okay, now let me finish.
Yeah.
In Queenston,
No.
there's a Brock's tomb. Sir Brock's.
Is that the tower?
The
Yeah.
monument.
Yes,
Yeah.
I've
There's
seen it.
there's lots of stuff down and around there. There's an old. If you go down the front stairs and across, it takes you right down into an old battlefield.
Nice.
Like there's so many places. I just go walking, and I never think to take my phone out and take pictures or anything. I just, I like to go and enjoy it over and over if I can.
I'm going to assume if we're keeping with our regular time, then we've got somewhere around 40 minutes or so. And there's a whole bunch in here
These
that.
pictures have stories if you are into
40 minutes?
stories.
Oh, can I get that one, please? Unless you're picking that one.
It's a statue in Toronto. I was going to CNN and I saw that.
I know where that. I know where that statue is.
Like, I like the message this one says. I don't know what it is, but I think it's like something like a rebirth type of thing.
Yeah, that one's kind of interesting, eh?
What's the story to this one? Let me pull it up right here.
It's in Hamilton Cemetery. It's
Okay.
somebody's tomb. It's a family tomb.
Okay.
And just the sun was behind it at the exact right moment to put it complete silhouette.
I found one you're gonna want.
And
Which one? That one?
Yeah, that's right now the official.
that's one of my favorites actually. I like that one a lot.
I don't
On
know.
one side, it
I
kinda
feel like
gives you
this is the
because
inside of my
cemetery, but on the
head
other
though.
side, it's
Like when
but look
people
at the
are like,
light
Amanda, what are you
resurrection.
thinking? This is
Yeah.
There's
like,
another
I
one.
tattoo this. Oh, is that covered in blood? Look, well,
Rust.
rust, but it looks like blood.
Yes, and she's holding the heart.
Oh, still with the duck on the TV.
This one. I love I love the old stone
Me
statues.
too. Me
Just
too,
chilling
but like-
over here.
Oh yeah, but like I
You know why there's
totally.
a kitty cat on your bag?
Oh,
That's Ari.
My bags.
She has to be known.
See, that one I obviously digitally I colored the tree. It's a black and white photo that I colored the tree. So
Okay.
See, little enhancements like that are fun though,
Yeah.
right? The ones that you can, the ones where people are like, oh yeah, I see what you did
What's
there.
the story on this one? The little girl.
some of these aren't as interesting as other stories. That's
No.
a cemetery. That's
Yeah.
also Hamilton Cemetery. I pretty much live in that cemetery. And it was just to me, it looks like it's walking off into the forest. And
Damn, Carl walked away from the group.
Yeah.
Someone's called For the Love of Carl.
It says Carl on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He walked away from the group. Walking Dead.
Yeah. Carl.
Every time he
So-
left the group, he got in trouble.
Is that why everybody asks me if my fucking piranha's name is Carl because of The Walking Dead? Again, on the list of things I've never seen. I've never seen Star Wars.
Well,
I've
okay,
never seen Legend. I've never seen Labyrinth. I've never seen Neverending Story. I feel like I'm losing friends left, right, and center on my Facebook list as I say these things.
But no, every time Carl left the group, something bad would happen.
Well, kind of like Carl's food. Every time one leaves the group, Carl gets bigger.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Carl's usually the one causing the trouble.
Yeah, I don't know if
you noticed over there, there's a fucking giant piranha any other time.
Oh, I didn't see the piranha. Oh, there he is.
his name's Carl. Okay, so what's the story on this one? Why did I pick this?
It's in a haunted building in New York, and
Of course it is.
Yeah.
and it was called the Duck Room, obviously, and it was just sitting there, and it's one of those ones where that's there, and then beside it is a closet, and the closet's supposed to have like a child inside it, a dead child, goes to the child inside.
I lived in a house that had a timeout room, so
Yeah,
I see what
Yeah,
you're saying.
so and it was like an insane asylum at one point. So.
My mother,
Of course, that's why I picked this photo.
my mother grew up in a house in Toronto that's actually had a lot of haunted books
Can somebody move that
about
house
true,
up
like
for me,
true
please?
haunted stories.
Can you move that for me,
Mhm.
please?
I don't bow to peer pressure, so I'll move it because I'm not touching it.
But yeah, I mean, for you, it's not about peer pressure.
About us, it's yeah. It's our- it's our
fun.
stupid
We're
games.
obligated to eat it. It's in our contract.
Oh yeah, yeah.
It's our stupid games for our stupid selves.
The funny thing about that was when I went to the closet, we had cameras and everything filming in the closet, and there was a small figure sitting right in the corner, of which I gave
love
myself the
that shit.
heebie-jeebies, and then we found out it was a doll. Somebody placed a doll in there for the little girl that was.
That seems in my brain. It's a duck in an insane asylum. That's inside my brain.
Nothing on TV.
We all know how much I hate
TV's on, but nothing's on.
No.
No, we all know how much I hate TV though. So like that reference is just bunk. Hang on, Jay, there's more. But wait, there's more.
Yeah, you need pillows.
Sorry, I brought a lot.
Oh, that's fine. We have no problem
Listen,
looking through. Like
this is why you're here, is to bring all this
we
stuff
kind
to
of
the table.
ambushed you in the first 45 minutes with just pretty much talking to Tommy. We got to give
Yeah.
you your due, right?
Yeah.
Well, we
that's
try to
cute.
make it easy.
I
Like, we
like
try to
that
make
one.
it comfortable for
Is that
everybody. I love that.
That is very nice.
What's the story behind
All
it?
Very
cemetery
soft.
Stuff, all cemetery stuff. I also have a thing, not just with cemetery statues, but the things that people who can't afford the big, huge monuments
Okay.
put to decorate their loved ones' tombstones, which is just little figurines, little cherubs. If you go where there's a lot of children buried, there's always stuffed animals or
Yeah.
cars, and
Yeah.
little toy cars and stuff like that. It's like it's
Figurines
sad
and shit,
and
wrestlers,
beautiful at the same time.
tons of
Yeah.
wrestlers I see.
Flags.
Yeah.
Sometimes you learn about how the people passed away. Like there's one that I go to, and there's always bracelets. And every bracelet says, "Look before you text." So it's like maybe that's an indication of how he died,
Yeah.
you know? Maybe he was walking and walked in front of a car.
It's
you know,
amazing
yeah.
the stories that the gravestones tell.
Mhm. In Hamilton Cemetery, there's
Oh,
a monument for people who died on Lusitania. There's a monument for somebody who died on the Titanic.
Oh, wow,
Yeah.
wow.
Well, I know when I go, because I'm going back up to where I have my family reunion up north, and pretty much one cemetery, I really flipped up my one daughter. Well, 10 years
It's
ago,
forward.
when we went up north to, go to where I was born as a child, Sunridge, Ontario. And I'm like, okay, we're gonna go see some relatives. My daughter's like, okay, let's go see relatives. Drive down this really, Stephen King-esque road
Yeah.
for a couple of miles, and then I pull into a driveway, and she's getting excited, and she gets out, and she goes, "We're in a cemetery." I said, "Welcome to your family."
Yeah.
Or going around.
I said, point out a grave, and we'll tell you how you relate it.
Yeah. We had that down south. We used to take care of the Palmer Cemetery.
Look at that.
Wow.
That's definitely a maybe.
That one's pretty interesting, eh?
Definitely a maybe. That is definitely a cemetery.
Putting
Yeah,
it on
that's
the
only
list.
that's only a half, actually. That's as big as it was, It wasn't
Yeah.
big at all.
We should spend a day down here. in
Uh-oh, I found another
cemeteries
one for
down here. I will.
There goes the last one you just looked
Oh,
at.
no, I
I would like to.
Monuments.
As far as I keep meaning to come to Niagara, I
Yeah.
just don't get around to
So
it.
much
Yeah,
you know, the drive we took the last weekend and the week after before.
Oh, when we went down
So that's
Parkway?
really-
Yeah. That's,
See, I almost-
I want to take you to the Drummond
This one I
Cemetery,
have a
and then I'll take you
question.
to Fairview Cemetery as well.
I will
Both
do this one
cemeteries are
first
beautiful.
while she's talking.
Well, I'm always talking. Ooh.
I thought she was so creepy and beautiful.
Yes.
Yeah.
My grandson would love that because he loves creepy dolls.
Right
But
on.
this one here, is that actually in the statue or did you add that?
Oh, it's too tall for me to reach, but
I
so
didn't
it was
know.
already in there. But that's actually one of my favorite statues ever.
Yeah.
That's an interesting
It's just
picture.
the delicacy of the hands. There's a little. I've got another black and white of the same statue. It's just the delicacy. The fingers are separated. They haven't broken off, and
Yeah, that's where you can go black and white, leave the fucking rose.
It is.
Color, right?
Pretty much black and white. The stone is just
yeah, right.
gray moss and
unfortunately,
Yeah.
there's too much moss on her face now,
Mhm.
so you can't really see her face that much anymore, and I can't reach to clean it.
Yeah.
Ooh. Hey, which one did you like, Angela?
which one, Ange? Tell me because I get to pick one. So far, I have. Well, this one can go. I don't want this one because I've seen that statue more times in my life than I wish. I like this one, but I'm pretty sure she's probably liking this one.
I love that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Give it a minute.
Yeah.
Yeah. Should be there in a
I
minute.
really like that one there. I didn't see
The
that.
one with the rose. The one with the rose of the book.
Yeah.
The baby cherub.
I really like that one too. I think
So
that,
that would
that's
be-
the one that he passed you.
No,
No.
this one.
That one. That one.
Or the wait, there was another baby cherub too.
He took it.
Oh,
I took
okay.
this one, but
Okay.
I took that a while ago.
Oh, okay. I
That
wasn't
was a
sure
while
which
ago.
one.
That's in his
Yeah.
top 5. But is it this one?
That one's actually really good too.
That one's beautiful.
It is.
Whichever one the boss lady says, that's the one I'm
Yes.
taking.
Yeah.
Yes,
That's the one.
Good call.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah.
I can't complain. My wife spoils me, and
At least
She's
you
a
can
great
do it,
woman.
right?
She is. You both of you have amazing wives.
there you go. There you got that.
What are you taking home to your wife, David?
Way to go,
Way to put the
TJ.
pressure on, buddy.
Good segue.
Yeah.
It's almost like a commercial.
Right?
Yeah.
I mean, I was
David, how
fine
come
after
you're
the
throwing out the
commercial
plugs, buddy?
because I'm literally taking these in. But I'll have some time to do that during this commercial break for next week's guest.
Ooh.
Next week, yes.
Who's
Who's on
next week?
Get high and elevate. Get high and elevate. Go hard, never hesitate. Go hard, never hesitate. Oh no. Different city or wherever state. My name Ringo Hellaway. Kill a beat, premeditate. Rotary, remedicate. Get high and elevate.
You know, I like the message that this one says. Which one do you think I got? Which one do you think it is?
Well, I have X-ray vision.
The other chair,
So you have one of the cemetery pictures.
and
Yeah.
I would like it signed too. Please.
Okay,
Yeah.
good. I as well.
Okay, so here, Jay, I'm gonna hand you these.
So which?
Oh,
That's my tribute to Bogart. Actually, that's a testament of my brother's love for me because that's my brother's hand, and he's definitely allergic to cigarettes. So he posed for that picture for me, and he's allergic to smoke. So I call that my brother's testament to love, or tribute to Humphrey Bogart.
I smoked cigarettes for 23 years.
Almost 30.
Yeah, I smoked cigarettes for 23 years.
I'm not even gonna add the math up because it would be retarded of me to say it out loud and the fact that I even still smoke and shit, right? Been smoking for a
Well,
while.
I mean, listen, if I didn't, I'm just gonna hand this to you.
Yeah,
If I
answer the
didn't
question
quit
first.
the way I did, if I didn't quit
think
the
I
way I
would
did,
do
I
the
would
same
still be a smoker. The only
You're
reason
still
I
alive.
quit
Actually,
smoking is because I was
that is
unconscious.
very cool. I like that.
Right?
That's very,
Oh,
very
yeah,
cool.
Which one
I
did you
like
pick?
this one.
Oh, you're not done yet. There's still more to look at.
Yeah.
Which
but
one did you
I
pick,
gotta-
David?
I gotta bring this one back. If
Okay.
you were paying attention, you would have heard.
I told you, my X-ray
We had a
vision.
whole
I can't
conversation
hear
about
it.
I
everything.
I know. Yeah, see?
This is very cool.
That one's amazing.
That was
That's a film picture. I took that with film.
that. Oh, then
You
I
can
should
tell.
take that one, but I should take that one.
There's
but-
some things digital can do, but that blur
Yeah.
Yeah.
of exposure, you can't. Even though how much they try, because like if you look at a picture that's done this way, you can see the nice little blur from exposure on the outside. Yeah, I learned something when my uncle was telling me.
Yeah, right.
But no, that
I want all of them to be seen.
See, I like these reactions. Ooh, oh,
Yeah.
oh, ooh.
Yeah,
That's
You should
awesome.
almost do
Look
it.
at that.
The art show came to us.
Look at that.
Right?
Look at that, David.
That's
Oh.
fun.
Oh.
That's the one Mia would pick.
That I have a habit of taking pictures of things and then they disappear, and that tunnel is now collapsed and it's no longer usable.
That is awesome.
I want to go
You got, like, the camera
exploring
of
with
death.
you.
I know somebody.
Right.
Look at that.
I'm so mesmerized.
Yeah.
That's
That was
great.
a cool one.
Do you play Death on Family Guy?
Oh,
No, but
This is nice. I like this one too.
Which one?
I'm
That's
a
neat.
huge Marilyn Monroe fan.
Mm.
That's a nice
Oh my
almond.
God.
that one I
I'm a
bought
big
there.
fan.
You don't have.
Hey, I know a guy who would do a picture like
The one
this.
that I bought.
I
you
have
know.
actually one like it from the
You?
same photo studio.
Yeah.
I have a picture of a guy that you know that would do a picture like that.
That's going to be coming on the show eventually in full makeup and gear.
I can't
There goes the tea, ladies and
No,
gentlemen. It's the
That's the one that I purchased there. With the
Yeah, and I may or may not be setting up something with the electric dad in the future.
It's a good
Hey, I found Amanda's portrait.
Not large.
August.
Amanda.
No, but I mean, is it going to be like the
I know, I
structure?
saw that one. That was the first one I picked. She's a wrestler.
She and I wrestled together.
Nice.
And then after I injured myself, I became her manager.
Do you want to
Yeah.
shout out to who she is?
Her name is Emma. She doesn't wrestle anymore, and she went from wrestling to roller derby, and I'm not sure what she's doing now. But
Roller derby. My buddy's
Yeah.
the referee, one of the top referees in the.
I'm allowed to get into roller derbying. That would be fun. I tried.
This one's cool too.
Yeah.
I love that. That was the other one that I was like, ooh.
Okay.
My wife will definitely not pick any of those.
Yeah, this is fun. I do a lot of pictures like this.
it's like I do pretty too, you know. So
No, this to me, this is pretty.
yes.
This.
Yeah, I'm
this
more
is
into
pretty.
definitely the darker art part of the cemetery, bones in the grass, and
Yeah.
shit
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah, there is a cat skull somewhere in here.
Is that? Yeah. Same.
Yeah, I heard.
I would love to get my wife's
Yeah.
cousin on here just to do a video tour of his.
Right?
podcast.
Hey,
He just built a lamp out of a giraffe neck and skull.
Oh, yeah.
Turned it into a
That
lamp.
was crazy.
That's fun.
He has really cool shit.
That's
So-
pretty.
We're usually in around 2 hours and 43 minutes, and we're at 9:17. So, like, David, you want to start your long list of plugs? And I'm going to plug the first one in for you.
Ooh, look at this one.
That's gorgeous.
Oh.
That was
And like maybe you
Four
can
by
run
five
your
camera.
plugs to all the
That's
pictures.
Hold
that
on.
we're-
No, I need
we're
some
posting.
story. I need some
Yeah.
story.
Oh, for sure.
I got a great story with that one. That you took a picture with that with a 4x5 camera, which
Yeah.
is the one with the bellows. And that's the very first.
Like the old school one.
Yeah,
from
it's like
your-
the-
Yeah, I actually have one very similar sitting at
Yeah.
home.
And it was a very mild winter day, so I thought, oh, I wonder if the water's cold. And literally, I was jumping from rock to rock and hit one icy patch on the rock and whoop, boom, right in the water. I'm holding this thing on a tripod right above my head. My brother's like, "Are you okay?" I'm like, "The water's cold. Get the camera. Get the camera."
It's like when you fall and you save the beers.
Yeah, exactly. That's all it was. All I cared about was the camera.
Oh,
Okay, one last plug all the way around.
Yes.
All right.
You let's hang on. Let's
I will get to Tommy's stuff
Yeah.
later because that will be posted, but I'm still thankful that he came.
Well,
Yeah,
we'll talk
we'll get
about
to
that
that
after.
after.
Let's start with Kyla. Sorry, and with Kyla, I got it the very first time I did it.
But you
And
shouldn't have
corrected
done it in the
myself.
first place.
yeah.
Jesus Christ, David.
Like photography.
Technically, it was David.
Hang on a minute.
Yeah,
I take that back.
yeah.
What the fuck, David?
Technically, it was David, then Jesus Christ.
Holy
Yeah.
ego!
Yeah, I think he's right.
Yeah, it was, and it was Jesse before him. But we won't go there.
Don't you put Jesse on a pedestal right now.
Jesse, the body's not that old.
Oh man.
Way to fucking throw that in there. I was gonna use a wrestling term, but I couldn't.
Oh man.
Okay, but anyways, let's let her say her
I'm
spiel.
sorry.
My YouTube page is Kyla McCall. My photography Facebook page is Kyla McCall Photography. My acting, modeling kind of page is just Kyla McCall. And my Instagram is Kyla_photographer_performer.
All right.
Right on.
All right. That's awesome. I want to thank you for coming out
Thank you
because,
for inviting me.
as you see, we're not exactly the most
Orthodox?
Oh, yeah, I like
That's
that.
a good word.
I like that.
We didn't create any new words this
Pretty
week,
well
by the way.
structured and all our chaos.
We got to talk.
Speak
we
for
got to talk
yourself.
wrestling from the 90s and the 80s. I'm happy.
You know what I mean? Like,
What a surprise that
that's
was.
a victory.
Oh, trust me, Tommy wasn't. I don't think Tommy was expecting hard wrestling questions.
That was,
If you want to do just a wrestling show, I'll come and just.
Oh, he does.
I do.
Oh,
he
yeah.
has
It's a
one.
wrestling show. The wrestling show actually produces Tough Talks with Tilly and the Blonde.
Okay.
Sundays, usually are in the afternoon. We don't have a specific time because we got schedules that, don't allow us to line things up all the time.
That's a polite way to say we're unorganized on that day.
It also does, MMA and whatnot on
Yeah,
that.
I'm talking about MMA. We don't really get into boxing too much, but
That's fixed anyways. It's worse than wrestling.
I'm gonna
That's true.
I was gonna say we're gonna have
Shark
a boxer
water,
on
okay?
eventually, but
With
that's
crocodiles.
in time. Also, we got the Terrell Effect, and that on March 20th is going to be an episode that you cannot miss. I mean, I have other people popping in. I could show you who, but
It's a team up show.
It's a crossover episode. That's what they call them. It's a crossover episode. Where the Savage Circle and the Terrell Effect will be bringing to you Sahil.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you got it.
The Demonic Resurrection.
Yeah.
Also known as the Demon Stealer.
All right.
And he's coming out of Dubai.
Yeah,
Dubai, India.
Yeah. Mumbai,
India.
Oh, pardon me.
All
I'm
right.
sorry.
That is a candid
I
conversation,
totally fucked up.
Ooh, we got an interesting one
which
coming up.
happens every Wednesday around 6:00. This week we have Effects May Vary on there, so it's going to be an interesting talk. They're a band out of Empville, Ontario. I had a chance to chop it up with them. Yeah.
Out of Elmdale,
Ontario, yeah.
Who's out of Elmville?
FX May Vary.
They're gonna be on Savage Circle too, but in a couple of months.
June 19th.
No way, man. I know.
What's going
That's
on?
my stomping ground.
Oh shit!
That was so not nonchalant. Me kicking you at all.
That's great.
And we also have another big conversation coming up on Candid.
Yes, Candy Conversations on February 24th.
Maybe I'll pop it.
That's the day before Ric Flair's birthday.
Woo!
So we're gonna
Hopefully we're not arrested by the time it's over.
You're
But you're not arrested by the time it's over. I'm taking that day off.
So we're gonna have a conversation with can't even say who yet, can we? We just have
No.
No.
It's just regarding, some safety of some stuff in Toronto and,
Yeah.
how what we found on our own about how, City Hall's not the best of keeping people safe.
You can't have people do things that they don't want to do. You can't force someone to do something they don't want to do. And when people are supposed to do something that they're not doing, you gotta change your guard. That's all I'm gonna say.
I'll see myself out first.
Hey man, it's all out there in the public knowledge.
Yeah,
It's all public
and
knowledge.
that's what makes the candid conversation, because we can all find this information on the internet. There's public knowledge, people. That's something y'all gotta realize. Let me take this off people's faces and stuff. Public knowledge. A good percentage of what's happening behind the scenes is available for you on the internet if you type it up. Any injustice, any complication, any of these complications that involve governing bodies. There is a database by which they document this information and give you the opportunity to dispute it if it disregards the due course of action which is required of these individuals. Yeah.
It's going to be a very interesting
Wow, that
episode.
was longer than a fucking documentary title, David. Would you like to tell everybody what our documentary is called?
Well, here at the Savage Circle, Canada, we are documenting the means by which individuals or conglomerates can collectively assemble for the purpose of improving the integrity that is displayed by those in the artistic community and art production.
You need some hot sauce to help me through that?
That was great.
Well, you know
I will
what?
stand and clap. That was fucking dynamite.
Thank you.
No, thank you, David.
Oh man, and then we got Daddy Daughter Time on Friday starting at 4:30, as well as the Boneyard is gonna have breakfast with the Boneyard starting tomorrow.
Oh, that's us.
Yeah, that's
Squirrel!
Your turn.
It was a fucking bat.
What?
It wasn't a squirrel.
Was it Ted Tasty?
Oh man. We gotta thank Restream.io.
You know Ozzy wants
Yeah.
Tommy in the metal,
Restream
right?
for
We just heard his
sponsoring
song
us.
today.
Sponsoring us this month, Restream held it down. We're gonna need to have a conversation. I hope one of y'all watching. If you're watching on the real, I need y'all to hit me up. Because if y'all don't hit me up by Wednesday, I'm gonna hit you up and tell you that we need to have a conversation. Just
You
like
don't
I
hit
did
him
right
up
now.
because Winston hit him.
Yeah.
She might though. She might still. I don't know what y'all thinking, but like some of it might be true. Anyways. Shout out to the wife in Germany, you know what I mean? Holding down the fort. Either way, we got the podcast that's happening. We have the guest that's here. Thank you. Special thanks to Kyla McCall for coming down to the studio.
Huge thank you to Tommy.
Huge thank you to Tommy for, you know what I mean, all that he's done. Coming into the wrestling conversation, actually giving, you know what I mean? So, there are other people like me out there.
Speaking of Tommy, shout out to Sofa City Sounds for going to be working with them there, David.
Yeah, I forgot Sofa City Sounds. I'm not sitting on a sofa. How do you try to think about the City Sounds? Wait.
That was 4 different ways for 4 different ways for me to say it tonight.
I'm just,
Four different ways, ladies and gentlemen.
No,
I'll meet my bullet cake.
Get them right.
I'm eating my bullet cake. You guys can all fuck off.
All right.
Listen, they never confirmed whether or not I had brain damage when I was unconscious. So, I mean, it's
Would you like us
us
to confirm it for you?
fucking thanks, bud. They'll confirm it next Monday at my checkup.
This has been the Savage Circle, ladies and gentlemen.
Fucking A.
Thank you very much for your time.
Thank
Play
you
it
so
loud,
much.
play it proud.
Play it loud, play it proud. Stand out in the crowd, do what you gotta
Play that
do.
commercial.
Make sure.
Next week's commercial first.
Make sure what you do, you focus on doing it now, and we'll give you another show in next week's commercial.
And then just.
Get high and elevate. Get high and elevate. Go hard, never hesitate. Oh no. Different city or wherever state. My name ring ho hella weight. Kill a beat, premeditate. Run a remedicate. Get high and elevate.
Thanks very much. Now I feel like a total cougar.
You see them pepper, yeah? You know them, Mac? Solicious pepper sauce. Too hot for tech. XX Inferno. We have 2 flavor. Bring one for your friend or even your neighbor. Solicious pepper sauce. Look on the ingredient. No fat in it. And we have spices, yes. Solicious pepper sauce. We have the niceness. Put it in your drink and spice it up, yes. Solicious pepper sauce. We have apron too. So worth to eat. Just right for you.
Yeah.